Well, let's buckle up. Here we go, Guntersville.
Away from the dock, Andrew Tate just turned up his engine and they are away. So you've got 300 lanes making their way over the field.
Thank you very much, Paul Doody. We can see them now coming away and coming on over here toward us on the start-finish line. Been a long, long time coming, but it is here. H1 Unlimited Hydroplane Racing returns to Guntersville, Alabama. 2.5-mile race course. We're going to go 3 times around. We'll keep you counting down on the timing to the start. At the 1-minute mark, you expect to see the roads down toward the lower end of the race course, or maybe halfway up the backstretch, maybe going slow. That's where those timing marks will come into play. They have radio spotters here on the beach that will tell the driver where the other drivers are on the race course, so they are not flying blind. First boat over here is Jimmy Shane, driving the Home Street Blue. This Home Street boat is based out of Madison, Indiana. 49 years ago, the Miss Madison raced on this lake. This is the very same racing team on this lake. Much different boat. We have a Miss Madison racing team here. 4:30, coming up on 4:30 to our start. Here comes Jimmy Shane, coming up warm when he comes by. He's right here, but let everybody know if you're waiting for Jay Shane. Here he comes. Jimmy Shane, the season about to get underway. Right behind him from Gadsden, Alabama, young Charlie Wiggins. Cal Phipps driving a local favorite. Top of the corner, getting a little bit stuck.
Away from the other two, Andrew Tate. You saw Andrew Tate and Jimmy Shane go at it in qualifying yesterday. Well, that was for 100 points. Now it's for 400 points. Radio men are telling Jimmy Shane exactly where Andrew Tate is and vice versa, and Cal Phipps. Cal is going to be in the mix on this. But now's when we want to start watching our watches a little bit. 3:35.
We're back with the
3:30 until our start.
2 and 217 will be good.
Okay, just keep it at 80. You got to be down the other end at 217.
Cal's entering turn 2 behind you now.
3:20 until the start. Andrew at the bottom end of the race course, Jay Shane at the top end, along with Cal Phipps. I know I refer to him a lot as Calvin. That's just familiarity and knowing him for many, many years. Jimmy Shane, young man out of Havre de Grace, Maryland, now hails from the Pacific Northwest.
Right now, we might be on that GP cut right when we need to be. Looks like Andrew's going to have to go all the way down and around.
Cini, that is Bianca Shane's brother. Here's Calvin. I love the color scheme, that bright orange on the decking right above the
GP turn 2 entrance buoy is 203. We've got 30 seconds to get there.
Andrew has not gone any faster than he's going right now since he came out of the pit area.
Tate entering turn 2. Jimmy's right there in front of you.
So now, well, let's start to watch how this plays out. 2:20 until the start. Keep an eye on Jimmy Shane. I don't think
Where they at? Go up the backstretch.
because he could conceivably cut the course
Up, picking it up.
and get in front of Andrew. I'm not sure that's what he would want to do. And here he comes.
Jimmy's coming across at you. Jimmy's coming at you.
And say, Andrew, here I am. And you were just kind of milling around by yourself, but now look at Andrew. Now he picks up the speed just a little bit. This is the game of cat and mouse. And he had a legal overlap, so he moved over to the left and made Shane move to the outside of him. Still a long way to go at 1:40. Here comes Cal. He's going to come up on the outside of these two guys.
Entrance at 1 at 124.
Say goodbye to high heating costs by upgrading to a high efficiency cold.
All right, inside 120. Good spacing down there on a 2.5 mile course. You do not want to be into that corner at 130. You're going to have a hard time staying above 80 miles an hour in that point of the course. All right, 3 of them are coming up the backstretch. Got to watch Cal, see if he might make a move from the outside. We're coming up on 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 mark, 1 minute. 1 minute to the start. Clearly, Andrew Tate sitting in lane number 1.
Scrub just a little bit. Make sure you keep the light off.
They square up, but I think Jimmy Shane is sitting in lane number 2. That's going to put Calvin on the outside, coming up 46 seconds until the start. 46 until the start. Tate in 1. Shortest way around the race course, but don't be late. Don't be late, coming up on 30 seconds. 30 seconds to the start. This is where those timing marks now are critical. Remember this morning when the boats crawled up there? This is why they did it. Now they've got their radio men telling them, okay, there's your mark there, hit it, go, bring it down. We're at 16 seconds. It is Tate in 1, Shane in 2, Phipps in 3.
10. Jimmy's on it. Just stay with him, just stay with him.
Clock coming up on 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mark, and I think it's legal. We'll get an official from the officials, but I think it was legal. Shane broke the clock. He got down across the line first, but Tate's on the inside of him with a lot of boat speed. Who's going to come off down there, number 1? It is Home Street Blue on the outside, Jimmy Shane. Now we're going to square it off and run down the backstretch. Tate on the inside, got the shorter way around, but look at Jimmy Shane. He's actually opened up a little bit of water on Andrew, and Cal Phipps is making some noise on the outside in 3rd. Shane, top end of the race course. Now, watch Jimmy Shane. He's going to
Keep after it, you got 3 laps, keep after it.
Tate in tight to the buoys. But
Boat length, let's go, get out of here, hold them tight.
slides out to 2. There's room in there for Tate. Good legal quarter for Jimmy. And he's going to come down and put 1 in the book. A good start to Heat 1A. Jimmy Shane, Home Street, got about 2/3 of a rooster tail now over Tater on the inside. 3rd place to Cal Phipps in the 27. We go down to the lower corner here on lap 2 of 3 in our Heat 1A, presented by Clay Irrigation and HBT Smokers. Ooh, Tate made up some ground down there in the corner. Tate pulled up a little bit of ground. He was back by 6-7 boat lengths. He got it back to maybe 4 or 5. But there's some shoot speed in that Home Street Blue. He is really running. Shane's got his hands full, and Tate does not want to let him go. I said Tate had put a big bullseye on his back. He wants that national high point. He does not want to give 100 points to him right here. That's the difference between 1st and 2nd, and they are worth fighting for. Look at Shane. Gives him plenty of room. Plenty of room there. He didn't even have to give him that much. But that's Jimmy Shane keeping his boat going. He will come down and complete lap number 2, looking for a white flag. Still got the green hanging. So you got Shane on the outside, but Tate is making
He's getting light. Just make sure you settle it down before you turn the wheel.
It's going to have to happen down here in this corner.
Like, dig hard, dig hard, dig hard. 2 boat lengths.
This is the final. Oh, and look at Andrew. Now Andrew's back about 2 boat lengths.
He's losing his boat ride. Keep after him.
Got something up your sleeve. Better get it out and go now. Radio guys are telling him Shane is out by about 3 boat lengths. This is going to be close. Andrew does not want to lose this one. He's flying the left sponson a little bit, but still getting the boat back down on the water. The 2 fastest race boats in the world right here. Top end of the course, the 3rd of 3 times around the course. Shane outside, going to hold him tight, leaves him plenty of room. Now it's acceleration to the checkered flag. Going to be Andrew, going to be Jimmy, going to be close, going to be Jimmy Shane is going to bring it down. 1st place, Home Street Bank, right with him.
Checker, great freaking heat, great start, man. You just wasted.
Andrew Tate was a gamer. He did not want to let that one go. Oh my goodness. That was fun. Here comes Cal Phipps. 225 points for a third place finish. A great run.
All right, I'm sorry. I'm right here to not give you a good count. I want 3:45 to the start. Let's start this over again. 3:30 to our start. Brian Perkins comes across the finish in the 29. Dale Straub presents a lead west. Good to see Tom Thompson out here on the U11. Yesterday, they had Ryan.
Looks good. It's down on the water. You can free it up a little bit. Everything looks fine.
That's going to leave. That's good.
Tackles at the top end of the race course. So 310 till our start. Here comes Dustin, qualified at a speed of 140 yesterday. Coming up on 2:45 to the start. Three drivers out here who all know each other very, very well. Going to be Brian Perkins going to come down here at 2:30 to the start, driving a U21. Daryl Strong presents Payne West Insurance, but also got Jax on the tail on the outside. Here comes Tom Thompson out of Cambridge, Maryland. Really, really good to see this boat back on the water. I was worried about them. They tested in Tri-Cities 2 weeks ago. They had a vibration problem with the boat, had to abort the test session. The exact same thing happened yesterday during qualifying, and we hope they've got this whole thing figured out. But here comes Tom. Now watch Tom, he's going to stay way wide on the race course. I suspect he's going to go all the way down to the corner because he's at a $1:48 right now. He would like to be behind the entrance pin at the buoy down there by 1:30, and he's going to be fine doing that. Here come the boats up behind him, but Tom may go wide down there. He's there at he's there just about 1:30. But understand, my timing marks are my timing marks. They are not his. And it is a further distance from the entrance pin to that corner than it is on some of our, or from the entrance pin to that corner to the start-finish line, because the start-finish line is so far down the front straightaway. But Tom Thompson has moved himself to the inside lane. 3 seconds, 2, 1, mark, 1 minute. White flag on the race course, so Tom Thompson in the U11. He will lead our field up the backstretch. Down to our start. Seconds. Inside 25 seconds to our Heat 1B of the 2018 Lake Guntersville Hydrofest. This heat brought to you by the Lake Guntersville Chamber of Commerce. Heat 1B inside 10 seconds, coming up at 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mark, gonna be a legal start. Good start there for Mr. Perkins. He's on the outside. I said you don't want to be late if you're gonna be in lane 1. You can get wet down there. Tom's got to make up a little bit of ground. Hopefully they'll give him enough room through there, and he's gonna come through dry. Tom's gonna be okay on the inside, but he's trailing. Oh! Tom got the boat.
I don't know, Tommy. It looked like he went through your rooster tail. I hope you didn't squeeze him.
speed down there, he almost went over. That's about as close as you can put one up in the air and bring it back down and land it. Meanwhile, Mr. Perkins has taken off. He is up the backstretch. He's opened up a lot of water on Dustin Eccles, our second place boat. Good to see Tom back up and running. Now you understand why you do not want to get in the way of somebody's rooster tail. You've got enough lift on that boat without adding somebody's rooster tail. Oops, oops.
Dustin just went dead in the corner. He's way to the outside.
Wow, that does not look good for the 440 up there in Dustin Eccles. I don't know if you were able to pick up that ugly sound when he came off the corner. As bad as it is going for Mr. Thompson and for Dustin Eccles, it is all good for Brian Perkins, the young man out of North Bend, Washington. His entire family is here. Daryl Strong presents Payne West Insurance. So here comes Perkins. He will come down and pick up a white flag as he'll put 2 in the books with 1 to go. Tom Thompson appears everything is going to be okay with him after a wild ride down there in turn 1. You do not want to be late going into turn 1. Tom had the right lane, but he was tardy at the start. He paid a price climbing through the rooster tail. But it looks like Tom's got the boat sorted out, flying it a little bit back and forth, walking on the sponsons. And all he's got to do now is just sort the boat out. There's not going to be a position change here, so Tom is just going to run the boat hard, sort it out, so he can come back and tell his crew and his owner what's good, what's bad, what he wants fixed for the next heat. So this is very important laps, not only the fact that he is going to pick up, by virtue of Dustin Eccles dropping out, he's going to pick up a second place finish, Tom Thompson, and 300 points. But in our Guntersville Lake Chamber of Commerce Heat 1B, it is going to be young Brian Perkins. Couldn't get out on the water yesterday and qualify. He came out and ran this morning. Seems to be running pretty good right now. Brian Perkins, first place finish, 400 points. Walks the sponsons across the start-finish line. Second place is going to go to the young man out of Cambridge, Maryland. He had the e-ticket, wild ride in turn 1, got the boat way up in the air. Your concern is sometimes when that happens, you can rip the front canard wing off. But he apparently has his front canard wing. Everything still seems to be attached to fix the boat. Front end.
Our boat's headed our way again. Boat number 27, Cal Phipps, got a second place finish in his first heat of the day. That was heat 1A. Boat 21, Daryl Strong presents Payne West Insurance, another predominantly white boat with a lot of green on the decking. So you've got the Greater Gadsden presents Chase Building Group with Cal Phipps. That's the one from Gadsden, just up the creek here. Cal Phipps behind the wheels. White boat with orange decking toward the front. The 21, Daryl Strong presents Payne West Insurance with King's Restaurant on the tail fin. Brian Perkins, green decking with the checkered fairings, black and white checkered fairings. And then the 9, Delta Reel Track, Andrew Tate. His boat predominantly white with orange and yellow trim. Those are the 3 boats. They are up at the top end of the course. We'll call them out as they come down. They felt that wind now a little bit, but they really haven't run straight into it because they're coming across here at a bit of an angle. But we're looking at 4 minutes and 20 seconds to the start, 4:20, so still got some time.
He's going to suck it inside of you. He's at the exit pin now. He's coming up on your inside.
back there with the green on the deck. He comes by, and here comes our other two boats. That is going to be Andrew Tate on the inside. Cal Phipps is closest to you with the orange splash on the sponsons there. Phipps, Perkins, Tate. Heat 2B presented by Redstone Federal Credit Union. Again, the madness that we are going through here as we see a boat cut across the race course. That's Cal Phipps. That's why he was slowing down a little bit there with Andrew Tate, who was inside, and he wanted to let Tate go by, and then he can make a left-hand turn. That's a legal move. He can cut from front to back down at the lower end of the race course. He can cut from back to front at the top end of the race course. Coming up on 3:20 until the start. Again, the madness we're doing. And here he comes again. Here comes Cal. He's giving a perfect example of how you can cut this course legally. Back to front, as he's doing right now. Up at the top end of the course. And then he can go down the lower end. If he wants to do it again, he can cut the course again. So the madness we're doing in the preliminary heats.
Right now, everybody's coming down. Perkins is at the start-finish line. I would look for him to possibly cut.
Can't win unless you're there. Perkins comes across.
Yep, he's cut. He's cut.
Here comes Andrew. Top qualifier, 158 miles an hour. It's 157 and change. But about 58 yesterday.
Cutting right behind Cal. Okay, let me know before you do that.
His first heat of the day. So he's looking good, and he'd like to pick up another 400 points right here. Coming up on 2:20, 2 minutes and 20 seconds to the start. Again, the idea here, put your boat at the start-finish line in clean water. And by that I mean not trailing close to somebody or not having a narrow lane, having some good clean water to run on, and have your boat at
Andrew's right up alongside you.
the clock ticks to 0. 2 minutes. 2 minutes to the start. Heat 2A. Redstone Federal Credit Union Heat 2A. Well, we got all of our boats up at the top end of the course. I told you we were inside 10 seconds of the start. It looked like we were going to get this party started, but we still got 140. 140 to the start. And they'll come slowly down here. They've all run into that breeze, so they know what to expect. Here comes Calvin. He's going to lead him across. Tate is on the outside right now and not running very hard. I don't think Andrew would cut the course there. No, he's going to go all the way down. 115. 115 to the start. Andrew Tate get up to 110. 110 to our start. 1 minute. 1 minute to the start. Now they're going slowly up the backstretch. Here comes Andrew. Now, where's Andrew going to pick it? All right. There has been a warning issued to the 27. That's the boat that's out front. Remember that other piece to the puzzle? You cannot go below 80 miles an hour. If you do, you get a warning, and you only get one of those. If you get another one, you can get disqualified. So they radioed to him and told him to pick it up again. So all three boats are going to go up there. You've got Perkins and Phipps leading the pack. You got Tate going to be on the outside. This is a little timing march now. Andrew's going to have to do this from the outside lane. Redstone Federal Credit Union Heat 2A. All three of our boats come off the corner, and we are 10 seconds away from the start. This is going to be a beauty as we come down with 5, 4, 3, 2. Mark, good looking start. Perkins will take the clock on the inside. Perkins will lead him across the line. In the middle is Cal Phipps, and then on the outside is Andrew Tate. They got to go down there and set up for the corner. Who's going to get down there first? It's going to be Perkins on the inside.
There you go. There you go. You're pulling Perkins. Give him a lane. Let's go. Let's roll.
On the inside. And then look at Phipps between boats. Tate on the far outside. Driving a bigger race course. Careful, guys. You're running into that breeze. Be careful. They feel that they got to dial the wing in and look at Tate. He's opened up about 4 or 5 boat lengths on Phipps. But Phipps is sitting on the inside of Tate. And then you've got Perkins back there. Drop back about 6 boat lengths behind Phipps. Now Phipps is going to pick up some ground on the inside. There's that short way around the race course. Got to leave room for Perkins. They did. Good looking corner up just wants to make sure he scores good points. But look at Cal hanging right with him as they get to the exit pin. There's your boat from Gadsden, making up ground on Tater. Up the backstretch now. Tate shows some of that shoot speed. Look at him go. Starts to walk away from Phipps. Phipps is able to get through the corner quickly, but then when they start to accelerate off the corner, it is all Andrew Tate. Tate's now got pretty much a rooster tail on Phipps. Probably has enough overlap if he wants, but I don't think he's going to do it. Overlap meaning I think he can go to the inside. Literally, he's not going to do it. There's no reason, although Phipps just went outside of him. Take left-hand room on the inside. Coming down to put 2 in the box. That's 2 out of 3. White flag. One more to go for Andrew. This radio guy's telling where Phipps is now that he's stepped to the outside, and he doesn't have to worry about him on the inside. Andrew can go through the lower corner any line he wants. Here comes Perkins. He had the late start on the inside, but those other 2 boats moved away from him when they came out of the first turn on lap number 1. It's lap number 3. It's Andrew Tate. He's got to run just a little bit more than a half a lap here, and he'll bring it back. He lifted up the right spots in there a couple of times, keeping on the water. Andrew got a big lead. Checker flag awaiting him. After he goes through the upper corner, he will come down, head northward, and pick up his second heat victory of the day. Andrew Tate, right on the U9, the Delta Rail track. He's just hoping now he doesn't fall in a hole. His radio guy is telling him where he thinks the best water is. Andrew Tate is going to come down and take 400 points in the first place finish in the Redstone Federal Credit Union Heat 2A. Andrew Tate will take it. So will Cal Phipps. Trust me, Cal ran with him for a while. He measured himself against him. He knows where he stands versus Andrew. And once the shouting was over, he let him go, pulled his foot, saved the equipment. Here comes Brian Perkins. Darryl Strong presents Painless. Number 21 with the Kings sponsorship on the right fairing. 3 started, 3 finished, and a good heat here in our Redstone Federal Credit Union Heat 2A.
Get the best holiday deals at
Jimmy Shane heads up toward the top of the course. 3 minutes and 58 seconds, 3:15 until the start. Here comes Tom. He's going to come over. Everything's going to be good for him. Unfortunately, we've only got a couple of points in this heat. We certainly do not have quantity. We've got two of our very fastest race boats in the world. One can argue maybe this blue one coming down might be as fast as any when it comes to closed course racing. Jimmy's just been taking it pretty easy out here.
Thompson, exit turn 2, you're clear. Clear.
Do that, but he's got plenty of time. He'll do it. We're coming up on 2:30. 2:30 to the start. You can hear those spots and slapping on the water. And he is going to cut the race course. So he jumps over to the backside of the race course, and now when Jimmy Shane comes up the back stretch, his radio man tells him, well, Tom cut the course from front to back. And that's who you see right in front of you. So now let's see what Jay Shane does. There he is on the course. Jimmy, if you really want to be inside, you can cut across there. I think he's got time to time it right, but he's not. He's going to go all the way up to the top end. So we might not find any shenanigans in this one. This might be a case of Jimmy.
Means a rooster tail behind you. 2, you're outside. Pick lane 2, and you're fine. You're a minute 40.
When they attempt to try and drive around him on the outside. But here comes Shane on the outside. He is in the blue boat. The yellow and carnival orange boat belongs to Tom Thompson Reliable. Diamond 2 presents Miss J&D's. Good photo out there of a couple of our brightly colored race boats. It is Heat 2B, sponsored by your local State Farm agent. It is the 2018 Lake Gunnersville Hydrofest and the race for the Southern Cup. Coming up on 1 minute mark in 5 seconds. Mark, 1 minute. 1 minute.
Okay, after exit buoy to 109, you are 55, looking good on time.
They will come backstretch together. They will come off the corner together. They will run down to start finish. And we will be underway. And Heat 2B, thanks to your locals.
Yeah, it's probably 20 in your face right now, the wind, so be careful. Coming up on 35.
Thompson and Jimmy Shane. Here's a couple of guys. We talk about everybody. We talk about everybody being here from the Pacific Northwest and the Seattle area, and a lot of the boats and drivers are from there. Not these two guys. Jimmy Shane's from Havana Grace, Maryland, and Cambridge, Maryland is where Tom Thompson hails. Coming up on 12 seconds, so these guys are going to be plenty legal. We're inside 10 now. They'll start the run down to the start. We are 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mark, simply a legal start. Tom Thompson's going to break the clock on the inside. Thompson, driving boat number 11, Reliable Diamond Tools. And we are racing here in Heat 2B, sponsored by your local State Farm agent, down to turn number 1. 2-boat race, but we got a couple of good ones. Tom Thompson's going to get down there first. Shane's on the outside. Jimmy wants 400 points. There's the blue nose. Now he's right there alongside him. They can look out the windows and see.
One flight.
The backstretch. It is Shane by a boat length. Thompson hanging right with him. Good neck-to-neck, side-by-side racing, and now it's Thompson who puts the hammer down as they head up toward the top end of the race course. These guys will set up at the top end. This is where you're going to find out that inside part of the race course really pays big dividends. Tom Thompson, good corner there. Jimmy on the outside. Coming down to put one in the books. It is Shane. It is Thompson. It is deck to deck. It is good boat racing here. One in the books. 2 to go. Shane by a boat length as they come across and finish lap number 1. Those of you down at the north end of the race course, there's that great shot when they hang it on the hook. Remember, that's that big skid fin, that barn door piece of steel that hangs into the water, and it helps guide them around the corner. Now they come off the exit pin down there. The inside boat is Tom Thompson. Shane was able to pack a little more boat speed through the corner. He came out with a little bit of a lead, and now he's opened it up to about 2.5 boat lengths, but they are still basically side by side as they go up the backstretch here to the top end of the race course, turn number 2, on lap number 2. They are a lap and a half in, a lap and a half to go at the top end. Shane now out by 3 or 4 boat lengths, but watch Thompson put it right on the buoy roll. Nice corner up there for Tom Thompson, saves a bunch of time. start finish, got 1 to go. Down to the lower corner. Shane down there. Oh, and no, Thompson got down there first. I thought Shane had opened it up, but Thompson actually got down there first. Now you see Shane on the outside. Thompson gonna pull up right along.
Dead even.
Backstretch they go, about a boat length and a half for Jimmy Shane. This is good boat racing. About 2 boat lengths now for Shane. This is going to be a drag race off the top end of the race course. See if he can come down and pick up those coveted 400 points. You know Shane wants them. He wants them because he got nothing yesterday, or excuse me, he got nothing in the earlier heat today when he had a fuel flow violation. And our results are not look at the corner for Tom Thompson again. Tight on the movie roll. Shane keeps the RPMs up on the outside, and now it's a drag race to come down here, and it looks like Jimmy Shane will pick up 400 points. Still got to go for a
Checker. Good heat.
Here's Tom Thompson on the inside lane, put on a great run, and that's got to feel pretty good for those guys too. If you remember or were here yesterday during qualifying, Tom Thompson only got to run 1 lap, and he felt a vibration, he felt a shimmer in the boat in the drivetrain, so he shut it down rather than incur any additional damage. Back and forth. Well, we got to figure it out. 1, 2 rooster tails coming across the lake. I see a third boat spooling up on the other side. We're 2 seconds, 1 second apart. 5 minutes. 5 minutes to the start of Heat 3A, presented by the fine folks at Freedom Marine. We thank them for their participation in the 2018 Lake Huntersville Hydrofest race for the Southern Cup.
All right, remember this wind's going to be in your face down the backstretch. Stay with it.
All right, so we got a couple of notes at the top end of the race course. We'll put them out here. We did this once before. There was a lot of white involved, and there's a lot of white involved now. Tate went to the outside last time and drove around everybody. Let's see.
You have room to come over if you want.
It's going to be Brian Perkins in E21. Errol Strong presents Maine West Insurance. And also Cajun Restaurant. Andrew Tate, Delta Rio Track U9. Andrew, having a perfect weekend so far. There is the old Grand Salami. Top qualifier, you went over preliminaries, you won the final. That's a good one for that. And here comes the guy I think might just be playing with everybody here in the pit area. Gadsden, Alabama, the U27, Cal Phipps, Charlie Wiggins, Bill Wiggins, the owners of the boat. They're very, very smart.
Tate going up the back chute to your left, just exiting the pit turn.
In the Southern Cup in the preliminary heats. They're doing just fine gathering points, thank you. And once you get into the final, you throw the points out the window. So 3 minutes, coming up on 3 minutes to the start of our Heat 3A again. Presented by Freedom Marine. 27, Raider Gadsden presents Chase Building Group, Cal Phipps. Errol Strong presents Maine West Insurance, Brian Perkins in the 9, Delta Rio Track. Andrew.
Okay, you got one at the start finish line and the other one straight across from them.
2 minutes and 43 seconds to 43. Last time it was Perkins.
21's cut, 21's cut. House cut coming at you, coming at you. I got him. He wants in there, he can have it.
That's Calvin. Calvin's going to come across the race course. Now he's inside Tate. Perkins is up the backstretch. Guys are having a little bit of fun here now. Coming up on 2 minutes and 15 seconds to the start. There goes Cal. Cal's going to jump over to the backstretch. Perkins is just going to troll slowly up toward the
Watch, you probably want to pick it up a little bit. These guys I expect to come through the infield.
We're going to do this with 5 boats out there, and instead of running 3 laps...
Mark, 2 minutes. Perkins is down there full course. You can hurry up, get down here and cut.
See right from where I'm standing, and it's worth fighting for and worth winning. Calvin gives it a little squirt as he runs up the backstretch.
Cal's cutting. Cal's cutting.
He's going to have to cut two, I think. I don't think Andrew wants to go all the way up the top end. He's running 140. Here comes Andrew. He's going to come across two. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, he hit him. He hit him.
Oh. Well, there was that. Okay, you got some damage on that right sponson.
Cal's going to move outside, but we definitely had some bumping there, and there's going to be a discussion there about who had right away. Cal was trying to come across and find his way into lane one, and it got dicey. Oh, there's going to be some discussion going on behind me, and that's a discussion I am going to stay way away from. Coming up on the 1 minute mark. Got the mark. Perkins.
Pinch him or in tight. Sucker could have let you slide in there.
So far, this is a rerun. It's the exact same way we came out here in two-way. We're looking exactly the same in three-way. The boats are lined up on the course the same way. I'm wondering, I've got to believe that skin fin took a tear on the
We're gonna race.
side of the 27. 33 seconds till the start. Now Tate pulls up with them. He's within a rooster tail and with the top end of the course. Again, bring it down to full boat speed. Lots of water room. Make sure you got a clean lane and be here when the clock strikes there. Don't jump it early. Tate's going to be behind the field. Perkins in one. Phipps, two. Outside. Tate, three. Coming up on 10 seconds to the start. Time to put the hammer down and accelerate VR. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mark. Dead even, and it's Cal Phipps.
Take you a nice turn here.
Staying back about 3 or 4 boat lengths was Andrew Tate. Now they fly down into turn number 1 at the north end of the race course. Who's going to turn first? Going to be.
There you go.
Phipps is gonna
There you
come
go.
out.
Perkins just hit a buoy.
He's got the lead coming out. You can see Andrew on the outside. There he is.
Yep, Cal infringed on his lane for sure. He hooked.
On the outside, and he drove around Cal just like he did last time. Now we'll see if Cal will run against him. See if he can run him down a little bit here. Again, I still think Cal hasn't shown everything he's gotten, but this is an opportunity to run with Andrew and see what he's got. Top end of the race course here on lap number 1. Tate running a wide course out in lane number 3. Probably going to take it out to
27, 1 minute penalty for jumping the gun.
There's lots of discussion going on behind me. We'll stay out of it and call him on the water. Andrew Tate's going to
Okay, they both have penalties. They both have penalties, so just stay out of trouble.
put one in the books with 2 to go. Andrew Tate having everything his way so far at the 2018 Hydrofest and the Southern Cup. I'm sure some of you are putting the glasses on Cal Phipps when he comes by. I don't know if there's damage there. There could be some damage here also to the underside.
He hit pretty hard. I'm just gonna kind of cruise around. I don't know what we got on that side.
Closed up a little bit down there again. They come off the exit pin. Now this is where Andrew has been able to walk away. Dial a little wing into it. Young man, keep that nose down. Don't let it start flying on you. He's got about 6, maybe 7 boat lengths as they head up to the top end of the race course. He seems to
Hey, he's still about 3/4 of rooster tail, but he does have a penalty. He has a penalty. That's 4. Nice easy boat ride. I'll leave him lots of room if he wants it.
seems to be quicker out of Andrew Tate. We are on lap number 2 of 3. Andrew Tate swings it out to about lane number 4. Tate on the outside, Phipps on the inside. Phipps is definitely closer to him this time. Still a lot of talk going on behind me, but we will talk. We'll call him as they are in the water. Andrew Tate 2 up, 2 down, 1 to go. Cal Phipps on the inside. Cal's running closer to him this time than he did in 2A. Freedom Marine, our sponsor, we thank them for their participation in bringing us this heat. It is Heat 2A, and now they're almost dead even as they come to the exit pin. Cal's pulled up alongside Andrew to the exit pin. It is Calvin, and now there's acceleration out of Tate, but he's not moving away very far. I told you, I think that 27's got more beams than we've shown. Up the backstretch is a boat length, maybe a boat length and a half, but it's Tate on the outside. Calvin has got the inside track, the shorter distance around. Let's see how they come out of this corner. The only way you can see up there from our angle is Cal Phipps in the 27. There is a boat length between the two. This is for the checkered flag off the exit pin. Tate on the outside. Calvin, what do you got? You gonna run him down here? Tate, you want 400 points. You better find a little extra beads. He's got it in cancel it before the start. But oh, Calvin, that was a good final lap. I don't know if you snuck up on him a little bit on Andrew. I can tell you when the radio guys are standing up here, it's tough for them to see all the way down to that lower corner. It's tough for me to see down there, and I don't know if they were able to give Andrew the heads up that, hey, Calvin didn't want to go away. So very good. Here comes Brian Perkins in the 21. Noah Strong presents Great Insurance. And that is our Heat 3A presented by Freedom Marine. It was a good one.
Our Heat 3B is presented by Fine Citizens of Bank and Trust. Had a tough weekend with fuel control issues, but they apparently got them ironed out last time. So everything seems to be working well. It was good to do the last time. He'll take it. He'll also take another 400 points if he can, but Tom Thompson may have something else to say about it. When we started this weekend, and we started this season with A1, and this is the lid lifter, if you will. This is race number 1, as it historically was back in the 1960s. During the 5 races that were here in Guntersville, it was always the opening race for the season. Same thing here, so everybody came in with a clean slate. And I said these guys in the yellow and carnival orange were going to be somebody that H1 competition is going to have to deal with before the year is over. I still stand by it. I don't know if they're ready to pull off this weekend. We're going to talk about how you follow the sport later on in the weekend, later on in the day here. But right now, they're clear. It's a fast boat. There's a great line trust behind the 11. And same can be said for Tom Thompson. Unfortunately, Justin Eccles, they had to withdraw earlier. So it's going to be another 2-0 on here. We're going to watch 2 minutes, 8 seconds. I think Jimmy.
Plenty good on time. Tommy could cut behind you. I don't think he's going to.
Watch Tom Thompson come across. Come on, Tom. All right. Maybe not. Both going to go all the way to the top end of the race course. I thought maybe Tom would cut across here and then pull his foot out of it, but he'll be able to catch up here without any trouble. But it looks like unless Jimmy wants to be really, really nice and leave the door wide open, looks like Tom's going to come down here on the inside. Maybe what Jimmy likes is that outside center. He said, see Andrew. At 1 minute and 18 seconds to the start. So these guys are going to put their foot in it here, coming off the backstretch, because time's running out. We're at about 10 until the start. And they are down at the lower corner, all the way down there. And we are 3 seconds to 1 mark. 1 minute. Got a white flag on the race course, 56 seconds until the start. So we got the same 2 boats we had in 2B, but this time we've got them in a different order on the water. This time Shane has moved over to lane number 1. Tom Thompson is going to try and run him down on the outside. That is a tall order against Mr. Shane and Mr. Homestreet. We'll see if he's able to pull it off. Again, we want to thank the fine folks at Citizens Bank and Trust. Citizens Bank and Trust here in Guntersville. The fine people who are sponsoring and stepping up to be a part of this event and sponsoring our Heat 3B. Citizens Bank and Trust, thank you very much. Coming up on 15 seconds at the top end of the race course. Timing's going to look pretty good as long as you want to put your foot in it now and they go on down. We got 2 rows, but we got 2 of the best drivers on the planet. Tom Thompson's going to be on the outside, and Shane's on the inside. We are 3 seconds. Gotta settle it down before he tries to turn that thing left, or he'll lose it in a hurry. Shane's down there for the Tom is right with him. You can see that skid pin wall of water just outside of him. Come on, Tommy, stick your nose out there. There, it looks like there's one boat there. There is two. Tom Thompson's right with him. U11, right outside. Jimmy Shane, right in the whole straight back. Right off the last stretch here. It's beautiful. 2.5 mile race course on Lake Bakersfield. It's the 2018 race for the Southern Cup. This is your last opportunity to earn points in the preliminary heats. Look for Tom. There he is on the outside, Thompson. He's able to keep the RPM up and then run a little bit higher in the corner. Jimmy's got to slow off a little bit of speed. This thing's getting tight out of the way now. Look and see if Thompson flies the big end outside. Oh, he's picking up that right side. Mark Evans likes to call that dancing with the devil. You don't want to get it too high, Tom. It's a preliminary. You're not going to win anything right here except 400 points and the knowledge of knowing you were able to run side by side with Jay Shane. Jimmy comes off the exit pin. We are on lap number 2, and it's a barn burner here. Guys are doing really well. We may not have a lot of each one eliminates here, but what we've got is some pretty good rock. These guys are fast. And believe me, over there in the pit area with Paul Whitney, there's Henry Tate, and Ryan Perkins, and Dan Brooks. They are watching what is going on out here on the race course because they're all going to square off here in a very short period of time for the Southern Cup. But right now, it's Citizens Bank and Trust, Heat 3B. We still got 2 roads tied together. Come on, Tom, let him down. Coming out here, what's going on?
Right with you, watch light. White flag up.
I can tell you those 2 guys behind the wheel are grinning from ear to ear. They love this stuff. They can't get enough of it. Nothing like blowing into a corner in a $185 with wind. That's what these guys are doing. Now Shane's opened up a little bit of water this time. He's got maybe 5 boat lengths on Tommy. See if Tommy's got some acceleration. Now Shane starts to open it up a little bit. But Thompson does not want to let him go. He's going to have to run him down at the top end of the race car. Oh, Shane was able to get off the exit and before acceleration. But Tom is running into that wind. He's walking and going downwind. I can only imagine what it looks like going into the wind. Up at the top end, Shane hangs it on the hook. That's that big wall of water off the skid pin. On the left side, trailing into Wisconsin. Shane right on the buoy roll. Thompson slides it out to about lane 3. Here we come. Checker flag. Shane. Thompson. Shane. Thompson. Jimmy Shane. Jimmy Shane, Citizens Bank and Trust in Dungeonsville. Thank you. That was a very good heat of competition. Once again, Jimmy Shane, he's had a weekend that's been tough, but it turned on the last heat. They were able to pick up the 400 points. More importantly, they were able to keep them.
Verizon's got a bonkers deal at a new Google Pixel 10. Gemini wasn't this train coming?
Trophy. We say all the time, well, they're not bringing out the big trophy until late Sunday afternoon. Guess what? It's late Sunday afternoon. And Mayor's over there. She's ready to hand it out to somebody. $8 is right there, ready to go. 5:50 until the start. 5 minutes and 50 seconds.
And they are pulling away from the docks. You've got the 21, the 1, and the 11. You've got all 4 boats. They're headed your way, Brad.
All right, thank you, Paul Boogie. Here we go. We've seen some cutting across the race course. We've seen some activity during the milling period. I fully suspect you're going to see a lot more of it now. Because this time, there's more boats. The big trophy's on the line. Timing our racing. And I got definitely 4 rooster tails. But sun on what is a gorgeous setting here on Lake Guntersville in Guntersville, Alabama. That's Jimmy Shane. I can see the powder blue. So we've lost the local favorite here, but maybe when the boats come by, if it's your favorite one, maybe put your hands in the air and clap for them. Let's see who Guntersville wants to win the inaugural Race for the Southern Cup. See that? I thought that was Jay Shane, and it's not Jay Shane. That is Brian Perkins, driving the 21. Perkins, the young man out of North Bend, Washington. Here comes Jimmy.
He may be pulling right up alongside you. You can cat and mouse him right here if you want. He's going fast behind you.
Here comes Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate, our top qualifier at 158 miles an hour. He's had a perfect weekend. Top qualifier, 3 heat wins. Tom Thompson out of Cambridge, Maryland. Driving for Scotch.
How fast is he going, Nick?
He's one tail behind you. He's up a little, one tail behind you. He might try and shake you and speed up though.
Just give me boat length.
Jimmy Shane. Now Jimmy Shane's coming up with some authority. Is that Tate on the outside of him? Watch for a little game of cat and mouse. That is Andrew Tate right outside Jimmy Shane. Keep an eye on those two. You got Perkins at the top end of the race course. You've got Thompson at the bottom end of the race course. And just see if maybe Andrew doesn't want to come across here and therefore take an inside position on Shane. Nope, they're both going to go all the way up. 325, still around.
Why don't you just keep going slow and come down here and go through the infield like we normally do. It's going to put you pretty close to where you want to be. These guys will have to go around again.
Look at Jay Shane, put that thing right in lane 1, Jimmy Shane. And now he's going to come down here. His radio guy down here is saying right in your right side rear mirror, that is Andrew Tate.
Had a boat come across the race course there. That was Tom Thompson. So it's Shane, Tate, and Thompson all going down to the lower corner. Up the backstretch, all by himself, Brian Perkins. 2 minutes and 45 seconds, 2:45 to the start. It's the 2018 Lake Guntersville Hydrofest. It is the Race for the Southern Cup, and it is the final heat. All right, so here comes Perkins. He's going to come across the race course here at 2:30. He'll come across. He'll head down to the lower end of the race course. Still going to have to scruff off a little time.
Andrew's going to try and cut underneath if you go down into the corner. You might want to go deep and cut.
Go all the way up there. How about Jay Shane? He's going to do it too.
Andrew's way back. He's trying to slow and cut.
Now Jimmy's in the corner. 1 more buoy to go.
This AI dog completely eliminates the need for a real pet, and nobody believes it until they see it. There's a new next-gen AI companion dog on the market.
Let's just keep an eye on him. Would he cut now?
I'm going to let him go.
158. Let's go. Pick it up. We got to block Andrew here. He's going to try and cut.
Have Shane there. He might cut now, but if he does, he'll come in behind Jimmy. That's what he's going to do. Watch Tate. He's coming across the race course right now, and Shane's going to be in front of him. So Tate is going to pull in behind, and now here comes Perkins. He's going to come across the course. 1:35 until our start. They're in good position on the race course, and right now, well, let's see who's who and who's where. Looks like Tom Thompson is sitting in lane number 1. Then it looks like Shane is in 2, Tate is in 3, and on the outside going down the front straightaway is Brian Perkins. 1:15 until the start. 1:15. Remember, we go 5 times around this time. All right, we come off the corner. Tom Thompson still sitting in lane number 1, coming up on the 1 minute mark. 1 minute. 1 minute. Tough to see from here, but I think we've got it right. I think it is Tom Thompson in 1. It is Jimmy Shane in 2. It is Andrew Tate.
Be tight. I think Andrew's looking for a lane. Be tight. Stay real tight.
That boat that's out front now is the 21 with Brian Perkins, and the last boat going up there is Andrew Tate. 35 seconds till the start. It's going to be interesting to see where Tate winds up in his start sequence. He was in lane 3, but I'm not sure if Perkins moved over on him. We'll call him as they come out of the sun. Still 20 seconds until the start. There's Thompson in 1. There is Shane. Is that Shane in 2? It's Shane in 2. It's Tate in 3. It's Perkins in 4. We are 10 seconds until the start. Gotta have the timing marks. 6, 5, 4, 1. Mark. And it's going to be Brian Perkins who's going to bring him across. Perkins is going to bring him across. It was Tom Thompson on the inside, but he trailed the field to the corner. Inside position belongs to Tate.
Fight him. Let's go. Get out of there. You got this. Watch your light.
There he is, Jimmy Shane. And you can see off to the right side of him there, you got Andrew Tate with him. You can't see him, but he is there. There are 2 boats out front.
Give him a little check here. Let's go. 2 boat lengths. Fight him. Fight him.
5 times around this 2.5-mile race course. Jimmy Shane, great boat ride. You haven't seen Andrew Tate.
Should these glasses be illegal in the US? Nobody believed me at first, but now everybody wants a pair. My friends roasted me for
21, jump the gun. 21, jump the gun.
He is right there with Jimmy. There he is.
Get even. Let's go. Fight him. Watch light.
Here we go. This is
The light, keep it all in the water.
time to decide a winner. They'll come down and put the first of 5. Tate, Shane, dead even.
Stay on him. Stay with him. You got him.
Leave him 1 lane in there.
They are dead even in the lower corner. Perkins is now trailing Tom Thompson. Now down to the lower end of the race course on the second of 5 times around. And there is Andrew. Andrew's now got a boat length as they come off the exit pin. He is driven around Jimmy Shane. Now Shane's got to try and run him down on the inside, but there's a lot of speed in that Delta Real Track U9. Jeff Campbell's got a rocket ship going right there. This upper corner is going to be really interesting. Now remember, Tate does not have enough lead on him to move to the inside lane and chop off Jimmy. He's got to give him a lane. Make sure there's space.
Tighten it up a little bit. 1 lane.
We're going to come down and put lap number 2 in the books. It is Andrew Tate coming from the outside. Got a lot of air underneath that race boat. He is really moving. And Shane is right there on the end.
Down before you turn the wheel. Settle it down before you turn the wheel.
Down. He's got to make sure he sets that sponson on the water before they get to the turn. Tate down there first. Shane with him. But it's about a 3-boat length lead right now for Andrew Tate. Thompson is now in 3rd place. Brian Perkins is running in 4. We are 2.5 laps in. 2.5 laps to go up the backstretch. Andrew Tate. I wouldn't have thought he would have been able to drive around Jimmy Shane, but so far he's been able to do it. Shane will still be able to run on the inside, and Tate's got to give him a lane. He gave plenty of lane space last time. They'll come off the corner this time and come down and put 3 in the books, and oh, Shane really took a hop. Shane took a big hop there. You saw the boat come out of the water. The skid fin just about came unhooked. Andrew Tate, he's building on it a little bit, but here comes Tate. 3 up, 3 down, 2 to go. These guys are going to go at it all summer long. This is what their summer weekends look like. Lap number 4. Look at Shane, hang right with him. Home Street Bank on the inside.
You're gaining on him. Let's go, buddy. Run him down.
Now look at, oh, Shane's getting some air under the boat. Got to be careful. He puts too much air in there and have to pull his foot, and then he'll find out Tater is gone. They are running into a pretty stiff breeze up there right now, but Tate has...
Coming hard. Keep after it. Keep after it. From 1 lane. Coming hard.
We're going to come down here and complete lap number...
Let's go. Get through here. You're going to get him right now. Let's go.
Closes up a little bit there on the inside. Got to leave him room, Andrew. Certainly does. Certainly does. Andrew said if he hooked up with him, he'd be sure and leave him enough room. He did. White flag flies. 1 to go in the Southern Cup. It is Andrew Tate. He's led it from the completion of lap number 1. All right, this is going to be a heck of a corner and a run down the backstretch. I know we got boats on the course in other places, but watch this. If Shane is going to pull this off, he's got to do it now. And he pulled up to within 2 boat lengths. This is as good as it gets in H1 Unlimited Racing. You got Tate on the outside, Shane on the inside. Now it's pure acceleration off the corner. Tate seems to have it. Tate opens up about 3 or 4 boat lengths on him. This upper corner is going to determine the final winner of the Southern Cup here on Lake Guntersville. It is Andrew Tate out by about 4 or 5 boat lengths. Shane's got to have a good corner up here. Inside lane's got to pay some dividends, right? Look at Shane pull up with him. They're going to come off about a boat length or two between the two. Here is the race for the 2018 Southern Cup.
Come on, line it. You got him. Fight, baby. Fight.
Come on, come on, come on.
It is going to be Andrew Tate.
Okay, good job, good job.
Checkered flag. Checkered flag. Checkered flag. Great. Key, dude. On the boat length. Good job.
Jimmy Shane. Wow. I have been watching Unlimited Racing for over 60 years. That is right there with the very best of them. Oh my goodness. That was something special. Jeff Campbell, congratulations. What a run. Tom Thompson comes by. He will take third place.
Jimmy, we didn't win that, and I think that's the best I've ever seen you drive, so good job.
Thanks, buddy. I think we're a little down on power too, but great job. Turn one, anything? No calls. How about it, Tim? Turn two? Race. Thank you, Tim. Thank you, Craig. Thank you, everybody. Wow, what a race.
Good one.
For our fans along the shoreline, 8 minutes. 8 minutes away until Rivertown Pizza. 8 group. Brad, all 3 drivers are well separated from each other. 2:25 until the start. Still lots to decide before you set your lane prior to the entrance pin of turn number 2. Prior to the start.
Yeah, at the top end of the race course, when you go past the entrance pin to turn 2 at the top end, whatever lane you being very well behaved. Coming up on 145, Jeff.
Bernard, as in the first heat earlier today, right now is parking the Miss Madison Racing. U91, Miss Goodman Real Estate in lane number 1. Right now his strategy appears to be working in fine fashion to get the inside lane. Jamie Nielsen, that position on the race course, and Miss Colleen, he'll go down to turn number 1, and no doubt Jimmy Shane on the outside will go to turn number 1 as well. In the U1, Miss Home Street. Brad, I'll bring the fleet down to 1 minute, 1:15 away. 2 entries from Miss Madison Racing going up against the Unlimited Racing Group's U11, Miss Colleen. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. 1 minute period has begun for Rivertown Pizza. H1, Unlimited Heat number 2. Brad Luce set these lanes, take them up to the Milton-Madison Bridge.
And I think the way they're running on the backstretch right now is the way they are going to come to the start-finish line. Jeff Bernard approaches the Milton-Madison Bridge. He is in lane 1. Lane number 2 belongs to Jamie Nielsen, driving the U11 of Miss Colleen. Then it is going to be Jimmy Shane on the far outside in the U1, the Miss Home Street. We watched the Home Street this morning, running some test laps out here. Jimmy was running them right up against the outside course marker at the start-finish line. We kind of suspected he might go wide. Looks like that's what he's going to do. Inside 20 seconds, Jeff, bring him home.
Jeff Bernard, lane 1. Jamie Nielsen, lane 2. Jimmy Shane might have the best start of all out in lane number 3. Madison, buckle up. It's Rivertown Pizza, H1 Unlimited Heat 2. We're 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mark, we're racing in H1 Unlimited Heat number 2. All 3 right there at the line. We'll call it physically into turn number 1. The start was good. Lap number 1, 3 votes into turn number 1. Who gets there first? It's Jamie Nielsen, Miss Colleen, but Shane is there where he is. Bernard, Shane, triple decker.
Off the corner, you got all 3 boats running side by side. Down the backstretch, Jimmy Shane came out of the corner like he was shot out of a cannon. Nielsen in lane 2 got into rough water at the apex of the turn, but he got it squared away and he's in second place, but Bernard is closing on the inside. Shane on the far outside. He's got to leave 2 nice wide lanes as he goes around the upper end of the race course, and Nielsen is running right with him. Jeff there, right side by side, a great run off the top end of the race course.
Super sweet dueling here in H1 Unlimited Heat number 2. Bernard has dropped back, and Shane with the ponies on the outside. We'll come down to complete lap number 1. Your leader, Jimmy Shane and Miss Home Street, making a 5 vote length advantage over Jamie Nielsen in second and Miss Colleen. Now Bernard in third. That's going to be tough maneuvering in there. Nielsen could come over with the overlap. Back into turn number one. Shane gets there first, but Nielsen driving a dandy, and it is deck-to-deck action off the turn.
Here we go again, off the lower corner. Bernard dropping back in the 91 to Goodman Real Estate. Shane with plenty of real estate to deal with through the corner. It's a little tougher on Jamie Nielsen, but he's handling that inside lane very well. Now halfway up the backstretch, Shane starting to open it up. Not quite a full rooster tail over Jamie Nielsen and the Miss Colleen. Bernard's dropped back from Jamie Nielsen. So it is Shane and Nielsen as they approach the top end of the course on lap number 2 of 3. Shane driving him clean, leaving him lots of room. Jeff, plenty of room.
Nielsen driving a beautiful race on the inside in Miss Colleen, but Shane continues to lead in Madison, Indiana's U1 Miss Home Street. We look above, white flag is displayed. 2 complete and 1 more to go for Jimmy Shane in front. And Rivertown Pizza H1 Unlimited heat number 2, make it now close to a 15 boat length advantage over Jamie Nielsen in second. In Miss Colleen, Jeff Bernard remains in third. In Miss Goodman Real Estate, right now, Brad, Nielsen has drove well. He's closing, but right now, all 3 drivers might settle in these positions.
Yeah, I think that's what's going to happen. Nielsen's doing a great job on the inside, and you can see the value of that inside lane. He closes up on Jimmy Shane. He tightens up the lead as they get to the exit pin of the corner, but he has to scruff off so much speed going through that tight corner. Shane's able to keep it wound up on the outside. I think they'll stay and finish like this unless something dramatic happens at the top end. Shane with almost a full rooster tail, Jeff.
The charger actually repairs your phone while charging, and everyone thinks it's too good to be true. Nobody.
Final turn, final lap. Nielsen drove a doozy on the inside, but time is running out. Madison, Indiana. We look above, checkered flag waving. Will it be 2 for 2? Yes, for the hometown boat. Jimmy Shane wins Rivertown Pizza H1 Unlimited heat number 2. Beautiful run by Jamie Nielsen. And U11 Miss Colleen to get second. The second Miss Madison entrant, Jeff Bernard, will cross in third. And U91 Goodman Real Estate. All right, Brad, the lanes were perfect. Fastest boat to the outside, improving boat in the middle, Bernard on the buoys. Beautiful sight, beautiful pictures, clean dueling. I like it.
I like it a lot too, and here we are with only our second unlimited race of the day, and you've already had the opportunity for the triple-decker. You played that card when they came off the corner on lap number 1, but it was a triple-decker, and there's nothing better when they fan out like that and the sun gets on those gorgeous colors. But how about Jamie Nielsen driving the U11 and Miss Colleen? They have struggled, they have chased their tail, but they kept working. Solid second place.
Could the George Brett pine tar tape on the microphone benefit the 11? Looks like they've got some good luck on their side. Mark, that is 1 to the 5 for Rivertown Pizza. H1 Unlimited, heat number 3. Brad Luce, it is a clock start format, but unlike Pro Light and GPA, Fight for Lanes, each driver in their boat right now has no idea what lane they will get. That is decided in the pre-warm-up period.
That's right, and this one's going to be very interesting because of the situation between the U11, the Miss Colleen, which sits here with 300 points, and J. Michael Kelly, who sits here with 169. Mike's got to finish ahead of Jamie Nielsen, but he knows that very, very well. So does Jamie Nielsen. And Nielsen ran very well the last time, and the other boat we're not even talking about.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. That is the 5-minute period for Rivertown Pizza. H1 Unlimited Heat 3 drivers, light up those Lycomings.
Away from the dock first is the U8, the Miss Tri-Cities, and look at J. Michael Kelly. He says, see ya, Jeff. I'm heading to the other side of the race course. He just comes out and goes straight across. Jamie Nielsen's away from the dock. Here comes Corey Peabody in the 9, the Lynx Healthcare.
That's a quick trip to Milton.
That's a quick trip to Milton. Yes, it is. So, this is going to be very interesting. Have they improved even further or gotten better in the U11? Has J. Michael Kelly finally found the speed he's been looking for 2 weekends in that U8, the Miss Tri-Cities? We know that boat is fast. We know J. Michael Kelly can drive with anybody. But so far from Strong Racing, it's been the 9, the Lynx Healthcare, and Corey Peabody, who until right now, every time he's looked out the window when he's been on the Ohio River, that guy named Shane's been next door.
Early on in the start strategy by the actions of J. Michael Kelly and the U8 Miss Tri-Cities, the boat underneath the Milton-Madison Bridge on the Indiana shoreline. Brad, I think it's a must-win situation, or maybe even a second place, and now he's scrubbing, coming to the outside. Now, we do see J. Michael do this. He is trying to set his timing marks to get in sync. He's a master of weaving and wobbling, and now he's parked it in lane number 1. He thought he was a little bit off time, and that was the reason, veering right, veering back left. So right now, J. Michael Kelly knows he needs lane 1.
Yeah, and he's doing it again down here at the bottom end of the race course, and you're exactly right. He has determined he's a little bit ahead of where he wants to be on the clock at 3 minutes. So he's scruffed off some time as Jamie Nielsen comes across start-finish line of the Miss Colleen, and here comes Corey Peabody in the U11. Down to the lower end of the race course goes Peabody and Jamie Nielsen in the U9, Lynx Healthcare, the Miss Colleen, the U11, and slowly up the backstretch, J. Michael Kelly and the Miss Tri-Cities.
All 3 H1 Unlimited hydroplane pilots, you need to have your lane established prior to the entrance pin of turn number 2. That is the yellow buoy on the Kentucky shoreline just past the Milton-Madison Bridge. Once you establish your lane, you need to hold your lane down to the start. Then, Brad, after the races begin, the 7-boat length overlap rule takes into effect, where the lead boat in front of the one behind them can kind of use their boat or rooster tail as sort of a weapon, so to say, to gain some advantage, where your competitor behind you would have a tougher time catching up to you.
Absolutely. So now, top end of the race course, we're 2 minutes.
I'm a busy guy, and I'm not always thinking about my health. But my care team at
2 minutes until the start of our final preliminary heat for H1 Unlimited, presented by Rivertown Pizza. It's heat number 3. Last chance to get points and make your way into the final as they come down the front straightaway with 1:45 until the start. J. Michael Kelly is sitting in lane 1 in the Miss Tri-Cities. Corey Peabody's in 2 in the Lynx Healthcare, and on the outside to Miss Colleen, Jamie Nielsen. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to expect, Jeff, at 1:30 before the start, they're going all the way to the bottom end and around.
Yeah, I agree with you, Brad, right now by the timing marks and where we are on the clock, 1:25 away. Brad, I'll bring them to the 1-minute period. It's Rivertown Pizza, H1 Unlimited, Heat 3. 1 minute, 15 seconds until the start. All 3 drivers appear to be in fine fashion, well behaved. 10 seconds until the 1-minute period. Fans, we are now 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. 1-minute period has begun for Rivertown Pizza. H1 Unlimited Heat 3. Brad Luce, set the lanes, take him to the Milton-Madison Bridge.
Lane number 1, J. Michael Kelly driving the U8, the Miss Tri-Cities. That's the silver boat with the orange tail feathers, the orange fairings. In lane number 2 is Corey Peabody driving the Lynx Healthcare. That's the U9. That boat has the silver tail feathers, the silver fairings. And then on the outside is the U11, the Miss Colleen, Jamie Nielsen. That's the brightly colored chartreuse and royal blue. They are at the top end of the race course. We are inside 25 seconds until our start. They'll square off the top end and come down. Jeff Ayler, start our Heat 3.
By my timing marks, this looks superior. Should be a fabulous start. 12 seconds. They're behind the bridge. Madison, buckle up. We are now 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mark. Appears to be a clean start. We're racing in Rivertown Pizza. H1 Unlimited, Heat 3. The Strong Racing team leads the field across the line. J. Michael Kelly, lane 1, Miss Tri-Cities. Good start. Kelly is there first. Negotiating well on the inside in turn one, but Brad Peabody is there in second.
Yeah, Peabody's right with him. You can't see him. Oh, there he is there. Now you can see the Kelly and Corey Peabody. Now starts to move out on teammate J. Michael Kelly. They are running away from Jamie Nielsen. It is Strong Racing running 1-2. Corey Peabody, our newly crowned APBA Gold Cup champion from a week ago in Guntersville, Alabama, is out front by about 2 or 3 boat lengths. We'll get a better look at what the lead is when they turn. We do. It's about 4 boat lengths. Now watch Peabody swing wide. Kelly tight on the buoy row, Jeff.
Beautiful action here in Rivertown Pizza Unlimited Heat 3. Now Peabody shows some horsepower, pulls out in front. We will come down to complete lap number 1. 1 down and 2 to go. Corey Peabody leads it in Lynx Healthcare. His teammate and childhood friend since kindergarten, J. Michael Kelly, second in Miss Tri-Cities. Jamie Nielsen third in Miss Colleen. Peabody driving clean in turn number 1, leaving Kelly lane, but you see it gets rough on the pins. Brad, now Peabody extends it, make it 10 boat lengths.
It's tough being on that inside lane. We saw it earlier in the day, and J. Michael Kelly's been pinched in there on that inside lane, shorter way around, but the water's really soupy. Now it is a full rooster tail. Corey Peabody rocking and rolling underneath the Milton Madison Bridge in the U9, the Lynx Healthcare. He's got a left side rear view mirror with J. Michael Kelly in it, but it's a full rooster tail back to Kelly. Watch Peabody off the top end of the race course. He'll leave his teammate plenty of room. He slides out to about lane 5, Jeff.
Clean driving off turn number 2. The white flag is displayed atop the judges' stand. Overlooking the Wild Bill Cantrell Memorial Racecourse, Corey Peabody. 2 complete, 1 more to go, out in front comfortably in the U9 Lynx Healthcare. Second place, J. Michael Kelly. 2 down, 1 more to go in second. In U8 Miss Tri-Cities, Jamie Nielsen in third. And Miss Colleen, well separated. 1, 2, 3 here in H1 Unlimited Heat 3. Brad off the turn. Peabody in front, but better yet for him, he's in a national high point race with Jimmy Shane and Home Street.
Yeah, and he's going to stay even with Jimmy Shane as far as Jimmy got 400 in his heat. If they stay like this and everything is legal, Corey Peabody will do the same. The shouting is over in this one at the top end of the race course. On the last time, J. Michael Kelly said, all right, I'm tossing in the towel. I moved to an outside lane looking for some clean water. Nielsen is off the bottom end of the course. It is Corey Peabody at the top. Jeff Ayler, he's going to come down and pick up 400 points, bring him to the checker.
Final turn, final lap. Corey Peabody on the Indiana shoreline underneath the Milton Madison Bridge. The checkered flag waves. Here's your winner of Rivertown Pizza H1 Unlimited Heat 3, Corey Peabody in Lynx Healthcare. And boy, he waved it to the fans here along the Indiana shoreline. Second place, checkered flag delivered to J. Michael Kelly in the U8 Miss Tri-Cities, and fans along the shoreline, that bristled the hair on the back of my neck. Peabody was well out of shape and handled it nicely and brought it back down.
When you shop in the Safeway app, you can count on us to be ready for pickup on time.
Wow. Checkered flag waving for Jamie Nielsen in the Miss Colleen. Jamie will come across and get third in the Miss Colleen. And by the way, I did clip it close to the neck on Wednesday to get ready for the regatta, but boy, that was a little frightening.
Yeah, for those of you who haven't watched a whole lot of unlimited hydroplane racing, when you start dancing the nose that high up in the air, it can get disastrous really quick. Corey did a great job of feathering it back down. He controls that leading edge canard wing on the front of the boat. He feathered it. He got enough air on top of the boat to bring it back down gently. You don't want to bring it down hard because then the boat reacts to the water. Great driving by Corey Peabody. the water down here. Let's look at our field. It's the U91, the Miss Goodman Real Estate, excuse me. This boat from Miss Madison Racing. It is driven by Andrew Tate. This is the 2018 hull. This is the newer of the two boats from the Miss Madison Racing stable. This boat was here powder blue and white over the last few years, driven by Dylan Rennie. Jimmy Shane had so many good runs in this particular hull. Now it's Andrew Tate's turn, and young man can handle a race boat.
Most certainly can, I think he's got the best ride out there in the field, and I think he's one of the best talents also.
Next up on our list from Daryl and Vanessa Strong in the Tri-Cities of Washington. Great job switching the camera there, looking right down the barrel there of the U1, the Beacon Electric, driven by J. Michael Kelly. And a boat you know well, although it's been changed an awful lot, but you spent some time in this hull. It's a good one.
Defending national champion.
It is.
Gold Cup winner, so that's another great contender to win the weekend.
And those awards that you just mentioned that he won, he did it all in the same heat. He managed to collect them all, mix in a Lake Washington win.
That's amazing.
And he's won 5 times now on Lake Washington. That's a big deal, as you know. He will be a player in this. We saw him out in the test session this morning. He was working on some interesting timing marks. He turned a lap today that included a fast timing run to the start-finish line, and the average speed for the lap was 80 miles per hour. That speaks volumes to what he was doing. He was crawling at the top end, but the 80-mile-an-hour rule is gone, so it's a new start sequence.
I enjoy that. I never really liked the 80-mile-an-hour rule, so you're disqualifying races before the race.
That's exactly why it is gone, and that's why this new leadership at H1 wanted to get rid of it. I didn't even tell you to do that, and you walked right down that path, so that's a good one. Right behind him there on the water is teammate Corey Peabody, driving the U9, the Beacon Plumbing, the predominantly white boat trimmed in blue and yellow. And this boat with Corey, he was virtually unbeatable here, unbeatable on the circuit last year until we came here and they broke the strut down there in turn 1 and missed a couple of heats. And as you and I saw yesterday, he missed 2 heats, and he still lost the national high points by a mere 84 points. That boat was almost unstoppable.
Yes, last year and the year before, he was really, really hot. And sometimes one race, it just changes the whole course of things. Right?
Yep.
That's what happened last year here.
And, it sure did, and they'd love nothing more than to turn it around here because they didn't have the best trip down in Lake Guntersville a weekend ago. But as you know, too, man, it can change overnight. Just something happens on the drive up.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, your boat that was running so beautifully, you can't get it right and can't get it straight. I look for him to come out here and run strong and have a good weekend. There he is on the screen.
Beautiful paint job on that thing.
Isn't it pretty?
Yeah, it's pretty.
Isn't it pretty?
Mr. Cahill must be pretty happy.
Mr. Cahill, I am told, wanted a little more splash on the boats. And clearly, these two boats look really good from the air.
Yeah.
They look great. So there's the U9, the Beacon Plumbing, and Corey Peabody. Rounding out our 4-boat field is a little bit further up the dock, but it is behind Corey Peabody. There you're looking at it, U40 Bucket List Racing. Keep saying it, an extremely fast boat. One of these days, Kelly Stockland's going to get a win as an owner.
Yeah, I hope so. I really hope so. They put a lot of work into that boat, and the boat really fast. It's really stable, and it's been qualifying very fast all year long last year and again in Guntersville. So.
Yep. And Dustin Eccles is his second season here as the full-time driver for Kelly of the fast boat. He'd driven the other boat, the little boat as we call it, the 440 for many years, but Kelly was true to his driver, and he had earned that job. He had earned his opportunity to drive this fast boat, and he's doing a great job with it. We are inside, Jean, 10 minutes until the start. We're coming up on 6:55. What's a driver doing right now in the cockpit? What's he doing while he's sitting there?
I think he's really concentrating right now, thinking of what kind of strategy he's going to be doing and what he's going to do for starting procedure and so forth. And it's a bit new again this year because the 80-mile-an-hour is gone, and so the starting strategy's been changed. So, but I think he's concentrating on his strategy right now.
So what do you think of this new start procedure? You watched a little bit of it last week with the score up and all that stuff. What do you think?
I love it.
Oh, you do?
I
love it.
Good. I love it. I'm happy they went back to that. That's the way it was when I started in 05.
Yeah.
So I just love it. And fighting for lanes, I think it's so important for any type of hydroplane racing.
Well, we always call it from the broadcaster perspective. It's the race before the race. A lot happens. You can win it and lose it right there.
Absolutely. And you can have a slower boat, have it lane 1 and win the race.
Yep. And the lid is already down on Andrew Tate. One of the changes we made here a year ago, I'm sure you're aware of this, but as we look at the U91 there in the foreground, we see this crew member back there with a hand on the fairing at the back of the boat.
This wearable flashlight glove is quickly becoming the most popular Christmas gift of 2025. Nobody believed me at first.
As you know, the boats can't come out on the race course until the 5-minute mark. Well, we had some of them kind of jumping that a little bit because lane position was important, and even the race off the dock got important. The rule was implemented here a year ago. You must have a crew member with physical contact with the boat when the clock strikes 5 minutes. And the comment was made, if you can find somebody with 40-foot arms, that might be the guy you want.
Yeah, exactly. But
so
it makes it fair for everybody.
It does. Everybody's got to come off the dock at the same time. Nobody can cut the race course when they come out here. They are going to have to go out and around the course. And again, the 80-mile-an-hour rule, as Jean Thioret says he's happy to see gone, is indeed. We are one mark. 5 minutes, you see that crew member hanging on to the back of the boat. They'll twist the nose out.
Brad, what are the DMZ zones here this weekend, you know?
Yes, I don't have a course map in front of me, but it is down there. They cannot go beyond the GP course. They got to come in before that, believe it or not.
Okay.
A little bit different. And then up at the top end, they've got to cut before the bridge. I can't tell you which exact buoy is up there, but they can still cut from back to front, or front to back on the lower end of the race course where the boats are now. They can cut from the back stretch to the front stretch before they get to the bridge, as I saw the map.
Good.
Please don't anybody quote me on that one. I asked for a course map. I still haven't got one. But our boats are away from the dock. We got 4 expected. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, and now the fun begins.
Everybody's on the water.
So JMK came out first. He's going up the backstretch. And again, just to remind everybody, the next part of this start sequence is everybody's got to go around the course once. So we'll see that. But after that, then it's put your boat behind the start-finish line at 90 seconds. And if you jump that score-up buoy at 90 seconds, your buddy over here to my left is going to tell you to move to the outside. They're going to tell you to drop back and move to the outside. Again, the idea is not to disqualify you before the race.
Okay, there's no minute penalties. It's just you have to go outside.
Nope, you just have to go outside. That's exactly right. Then if you jump the start, we've got other issues there. But Jonathan Abbott, your buddy over here, he's got the watchful eye for that. We haven't had to do that yet. We haven't had anybody jump the score-up buoy. So we'll see how that plays out. It's got to happen at some point in time. But here comes the 2 beacon boats. The 2 boats from Daryl and Vanessa Strong. Oh, look at the great shot from the drone. You got JMK on the inside. Just to his right and behind him is Corey Peabody in the U9. They will come down here side by side, looking at the clock now at 3 minutes and 3 seconds.
JMK just cut
there's
the course.
Mike cutting the race course here. That's a legal maneuver. He will jump over to the other side, says, I don't want to be a part of this. Now it's Corey and Andrew down at the bottom, and Dustin's going to go all the way down to the bottom end of the race course. 2:45 to the start. Everybody kind of bunched down at the bottom with the exception of Mike, and he's approaching the Milton Madison Bridge. Lots still to be decided here with regards to lanes. Jean, I know you're aware of this, but we're going 3 times around. The fastest race boats in the world. Now, our field is going to go underneath the bridge and find JMK sitting up there, and the radio guys are telling him where Mike is, right?
Absolutely.
They're saying he's sitting there probably in lane number 1. We saw Mike doing those slow timing runs, and he was definitely sitting in 1. Now watch this. We're at 2 minutes and 5 seconds. They can't cross this until the $1:30 mark, so Mike's going to try and defend that lane without jumping the minute 30s mark. So here they come off the top end.
You got a lot of time to burn.
They've got a lot of time to burn, but they all have to stay behind this.
Yeah, they'll be okay.
And it doesn't make any difference how slow they go. Coming up on 15 seconds. Now look at Mike. He'll come down, and he's going to protect that lane. Watch him back off again. We are at about 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mark looks good to me. Looks good to me, and we've got a good score up from the officials. Now, they still haven't got their lanes established yet because they do that at the entrance to 2. 5-length overlap to move over on somebody. So now Mike's got to defend that lane, and the guy he's got to defend it against is his teammate, Corey Peabody.
Andrew's in lane 3, so when
Yep, and then it's going to be
back a bit.
It's going to be bucket list on the outside. Now Mike's radio guys will tell him nobody's coming after you. Go ahead and pull your foot. So he does. He'll slow it down. Now here comes Andrew, but I don't think he's going to be able. Now look at Mike. He picks it up as the radio guy tells him that Andrew's coming.
Corey did the same thing. So.
Yep. So when they get to the entrance pin at 2, that's when the lanes will be established. But I think we pretty much got this one figured out.
JMK in lane 1 and Corey 2 and Andrew 3 and Dustin Eccles lane 4.
You got it. Jean Fiorette laid them out for you right there. Looking at 4 boats from the drone as they go through the top end. We're going to go 3 times around. Now it is just a normal start. As we've done for many, many years, you've now seen the new start procedure for the first time. 4 boats coming off the top end. This is the idea of this procedure. Bunch the boats up and bring them down.
John, a bit early.
Yeah, John, you're going to tell me what the timing run is, but I always said it was about 12 seconds off of that bridge.
Exactly.
The guys put the hammer down, and here
we go.
We go. So we are inside 5 seconds. We are 3, 2, 1, mark. It's really got to be close, but we got 4 boats coming across start finish line. JMK broke the clock. Who'll get down to the corner first? Kelly is in 1. He's going to get down there first. Got Corey Peabody with him, and somewhere on the outside, here comes Andrew Tate in the 91. The 2 strong boats.
Peabody.
Corey Peabody jumps out in front on JMK. Somewhere on the outside, you can't see him, is Andrew Tate. So they are locked together up the backstretch.
We got a race.
We got a race going, and that's what we want. Now, can Kelly gobble him up as he gets up at the top end? He's got lane position.
Yeah.
The start was good. The start was legal, John, so everybody is on it. Oh, boy, this is good. Top end. Where is Andrew? Where is Andrew? There he is. He is back a bit. The 2 strong boats are keeping him at bay so far, and Corey Peabody is going to come down and have the lead at the end of lap number 1. Peabody from lane 2, Jean, looking strong.
Well, I think lane 2 here in Madison's a pretty good choice,
1 in the books, 2 to go. You see Kelly on the inside, but Andrew is not going to give up. You know that Tate kid. He's going to keep driving this thing. We are on lap number 2 of 3. Peabody down there first. Got about a boat length and a half on Kelly.
Nose to nose.
Here comes the acceleration. You talked about it yesterday. Who's got it? Who's got it? Oh, Corey Peabody looking good. He's got to protect that boat on his left. He's also got to watch Tate in the right side mirror.
If you're still using those flimsy plastic scrapers from the gas station, you're doing winter mornings the hard way. And I should know. I've driven over 2 million miles through every kind of winter hell.
Corey's really doing a good job right now.
Corey's driving a whale of a race. Now Kelly begins to close a little bit, but a lot of that is just angle from where we are standing. And don't count out that guy on the outside. Peabody, Kelly really close together lane-wise, but it looks good. JMK with a good corner. Now, giving him plenty of room is Corey Peabody. He's also making Andrew Tate run a big wide race course. Here comes Corey Peabody. He will come down and pick up a white flag with 1 more to go. Peabody from lane number 2. Got his teammate in the left side mirror. Got Andrew Tate in the right side mirror. Still anybody's boat race. Is a really good race for second place here. Can Tate run down Kelly from the outside?
That'll be close.
Final time around. Peabody there. Boy, look at the interest. Look at that lane position for Kelly. He's able to gobble up some ground, but it's this acceleration off the corner from Corey Peabody that is setting him apart from his teammate. Now we see Andrew Tate drop back just a little bit. This is a Daryl and Vanessa strong heat right now. Both boats, Beacon Electric and Beacon Plumbing, out front running 1-2, and it is the plumbing boat on top. Corey Peabody. Underneath the Milton Madison Bridge, this is the final lap. They will come down and pick up a checkered flag. Look at Kelly hanging right with him on the inside. He needs a good corner up here. His teammate's going to give him plenty of room. Mike slides off and comes down. Now it's just acceleration to the line. So far, it's been Corey
really
Peabody
good.
that's had it.
Yes, Corey's really doing a good job, and I think lane 2 is a really good lane choice.
Here we come to put Heat 1 of H1 Unlimited into the book. It is Corey Peabody going to come home in first place by about
second.
4 boat lengths back is JMK, and then it is Andrew Tate, just like that. Boom, boom, boom.
And Dustin Eccles is going to take 4th place.
Dustin's going to come down. He is just underneath the bridge. He will come down and pick up a 4th place finish. I was not positive, Jean, about that start. It was close.
I was really scared.
Those guys were on the line.
James Cada really does a good job on the starting procedure and taking a really good start.
Well,
but I think lane position was the ideal.
That was the key.
That was the key to today for Corey.
So. Quick, if he gets a jump on you, you can have your hands full driving around that bright orange hydroplane too.
If you get lane 2 and get a good start there, that could be interesting.
Yep. So looking at the clock, 5 minutes and 25 seconds now. So we'll have boats on the water here very quickly. And again, as we talk, John, you look at the boats on the dock, you see a crew member with their hands on each one.
Absolutely.
Each boat has a crew member with their hand on the fairing. That is a rule. They have to stay there for another 10 seconds. The noses of our H1 Unlimited hydroplanes are pointed out toward the center of the Ohio River. Mark, 5 minutes. Turn them loose, and here they come. And there you go. Scott and Shannon Rainey's U11 Mercury's Coffee. Looks like he's the first away from the dock, and we'll head down to the bottom end of the race course. Always a great sight here in Madison, Indiana. Look at that. Beautiful shot there. 1, 2, 3, 4
nice.
Boats all come out.
Look at the bucket list.
Yes.
Look at him go. I think, oh, geez.
Whoa.
Wow. Whoa, JMK swallowed some water there.
He certainly did, and so did Corey.
Yeah.
Holy cow, he came out with a vengeance.
Yes.
He did not want to trail everybody down to that lower corner, and he sent a message, I'm here to race in this one.
I think he wants lane 1.
There was a clue. Wow. So, coming up on 4 minutes, and after that maneuver coming away from the dock, it is Dustin Eccles first up the backstretch, got Jamie Nielsen right behind him in that right side rear view mirror. Then the 2 strong boats. Corey's next, the white one, the red one, JMK, 1, 2, 3, 4 up the backstretch, just inside 4 minutes, y'all. Up underneath the Milton Madison Bridge. The boats will go all the way around the race course, and then we'll see if we see somebody cut. We saw JMK come down the front straightaway after one lap in that first heat, and he cut right here in front of us and was able to snare lane 1 with that maneuver. As we've talked, everybody's trying to figure out this new start procedure.
Yeah, exactly. We'll see what Dustin's going to do.
Yeah, we'll see what Dustin has up his sleeve. Will he cut when he comes down here? Jamie's going to pull up alongside of him here at the 3:15 mark.
Corey's inside on that lane back.
These guys looks like they're going to go all the way down.
Yep.
And they are. How about Corey? How about Mike?
Yeah. Corey.
There goes
Corey's
Mike. Mike's going to go, and Mike's going to go inside him. How about that?
Yeah.
There we go. So just like that, Corey went from being on the inside of Mike to being just outside of him.
Yep.
This was the same maneuver Mike did in the first heat, and he got lane 1 with it.
Yeah.
And Corey sat in 2. Right now, that's where they are. Now it's Dustin in 3 coming up the backstretch, but we have not scored up yet. The boats will have to be behind the start-finish line at 1:30.
We
Still a
have
lot can happen.
Yeah, over a minute to burn.
Yep. So you got a couple of boats way up front. You got a couple of boats following them. A lot still to decide here in the race before the race. It is H1 Unlimited Heat 2. It is sponsored by Rivertown Bar and Grill. And everybody is standing and watching for this one. It is our second H1 Unlimited Heat at the 2024 Madison Regatta and the Indiana Governor's Cup. Now our boats, John, are starting to bunch up there a little bit.
Yeah.
And now if J. Michael Kelly wants lane 1, he's going to have to defend it here a little bit.
Yeah.
Looking at the clock, we're inside 2 minutes. We're at 1:54. Cannot cross start finish until 1:30.
They're all together.
Boy, they are indeed all together. Great shot there. All 4 boats are very, very close. Look at Jamie's on the outside. He's got, boy, it's getting tight in there, too. There's not a lot of space between them. We are 35 seconds.
Jamie's going.
Yep, here comes Jamie. Boy, it looked legal to me. We will get it officially here, but that's about as close as we've been on a score-up buoy so far this year. Everybody going down to the lower end, still carrying a lot of speed. Mike's still on that inside lane. Dustin holding back a bit in lane 3. Nothing's changed so far, just waiting to see if everybody's legal.
I think it's all going to be the same. JMK lane 1, Peabody lane 2.
Here comes Dustin, but I don't think he's going to be able to scoot up there far enough. He'd have to have 5 boat lengths to move over on anybody. Still waiting to hear anything from the officials or officially. Haven't got it yet. Up underneath the Milton Madison Bridge. Inside 50 seconds. Inside 50 seconds. Kelly is in 1. Corey Peabody is in 2. It's Dustin Eccles in 3. We talked about Jamie maybe getting on an inside lane. He's going to be on the far outside, John.
Yep.
30 seconds. Top end of the race course. They are early up at the top end, but they can scruff off some speed there. The lanes they are in now are the ones they're going to have to race in.
Jamie's laying back a bit.
Jamie is going to be back a little bit. The others are slow. See if maybe Jamie Nielsen doesn't bring a little bit more boat speed to the line. They approach the bridge, and we think that's about 12 seconds, and we think that's pretty good. And they've all lit it up. Yep. This is what we wanted to see, was 4 boats side by side by side.
Look at JMK.
We are 2, 1. Mark, I think we're legal on that, but we'll let the officials call it. It was a beauty. Yep. JMK was right on the line and got the jump at the field on the inside lane. Now down to the bottom end of the race course, turn 1. It is J. Michael Kelly coming out about 2 or 3 boat lengths on the lead. Dustin Eccles is in 3rd with Corey Peabody in 2nd. It is a legal start. The start is legal. Up the backstretch, J. Michael Kelly. Beacon Electric, the U1. Look at the race for 3rd place up the backstretch. It's dead even between Dustin Eccles and Jamie Nielsen, but it's the strong boats out front. JMK trying to hold off Corey Peabody. This looks a lot like the first heat, John.
Yeah, but JMK got a better start, so he's in front of Corey right now.
Yeah, he can dictate that upper corner up there as he comes off the top, slides out to about lane 2 or 3.
Yeah, exactly. So
J. Michael Kelly. Going to come down hard. Corey's not going to let him go, though. This is going to be good. A couple of teammates and a couple of very good friends are going to go at it.
Jamie's in 3rd.
Jamie is in 3rd on the outside of Dustin. Look at the boat ride for JMK. He's flying it. He's really moving, John. He's got a good boat ride.
Yes. My energy bill dropped from $150 to $50 by doing this. My friends laughed at me when I spent $49 on a power saver device that could cut my energy.
Down to the bottom end of the race course, JMK has opened up water on teammate Corey Peabody. This would be a big win for Strong Racing and a big one for JMK. Yes. This would boost his confidence, but he's got to look in that right side mirror because he's got his buddy Corey Peabody right there in the Beacon Plumbing. We are halfway through our 2nd heat, H1 Unlimited Heat 2, sponsored by Rivertown Bar and Grill. It's almost a full rooster tail now for Kelly up the backstretch, and then it's a long way back to our 3rd place boat, which is Jamie Nielsen, and another rooster tail back to Dustin Eccles, who remains on the inside, and Nielsen will keep an eye on that one. But the race is at the top end. He's opened up a little bit water. JMK has.
He's got a rooster tail now. He can do whatever he wants.
He can go wherever he wants. He's got control of the race course.
Is Corey
all right,
inside?
Here they come down. Now should get a white flag. Yeah. White flag for a clean start and a start of the final lap. It's going to be a white flag for Kelly with 1 to go. Corey on the outside. Kelly really looking strong here in our H1 Unlimited Heat 2, presented by Rivertown Bar and Grill. Bottom end of the course. JMK's just got to get through it clean. He's got about 3/4 of a lap to complete, and he'll come home with the 1st place on the water in our H1 Unlimited Heat 2. Corey does not want to let him go, but he's not chipping into the lead of his teammate JMK, John.
No, he's keeping it ahead. Full rooster tail now.
But exactly what you said, he can really control the race course once he gets a lead like that. Top end of the race course now, underneath the Milton Madison Bridge, it is all J. Michael Kelly over teammate Corey Peabody in the Beacon Plumbing. It's the Beacon Electric out front, then back to Miss Mercury's Coffee. Jamie Nielsen is in 3rd. 4th place will go to Bucket List Racing. Already off the top end of the race course. Here comes J. Michael Kelly. He sees the checkered flag. It hangs on the start-finish line tower. It is going to go to boat number 1, Beacon Electric. J. Michael Kelly, your winner of H1 Unlimited Heat 2. 2nd place going to go to teammate Corey Peabody, driving the Beacon Plumbing, the U9.
1-2 for the strong team.
1-2 again for the strong team, just a different order this time through. And here comes Jamie Nielsen, a good start to the racing weekend. This is their 1st heat and a solid 3rd place finish for Jamie Nielsen in the Mercury's Coffee.
Yes. Dustin
4th place is going to go to Dustin Eccles in Bucket List Racing. and he comes across in 4th place. I think we're going to see a big smile on the face of JMK. That's got to give him some confidence. He was able to grab the inside lane and hold everybody off, and actually he extended the lead with every lap. He was moving out.
The big difference this time is JMK got a better start than Corey.
Yeah, I don't know if you can get a better start than he
exactly,
had. I'd like to see that one because he was right there.
And Corey just laid back a bit, and that made the big difference. JMK got in the first corner first, and he led the race after that.
And that's really it. A big chunk of this thing is get to that first turn first with a bunch of clean water and speed.
Yeah, absolutely.
And he did. J. Michael Kelly. He gave a starting lesson to all of them on that one. I wasn't sure. I was glad to hear a clean start. That was close.
That was 2%.
Yeah, keep doing it. Yeah. So the lid is down now on Dustin Eccles in the U40, and as we spoke yesterday, if you look to the back of the boat, you'll see a crew member there on the back of the boat on the dock holding on to the top of the fairing as they're getting ready to come out as we're inside now 10 seconds to the 5. The rule now says a crew member must have a hand on that boat at the 5-minute mark.
Well, here we go.
There we go. And looks like first away from the dock's going to be Jamie Nielsen and Andrew Tate. Great drone shot there as they come out. Dustin's away, Mike's away. Time to go racing, Jean.
Well, Andrew is going to be out first there, so.
Yep, he's going to lead him.
Guess where I think where he's going to go.
Yeah, look at Mike. Look at Mike.
Yeah,
Mike says, no, I'm off to your left. Yeah. I'm right here. I'm right here. Just
that's like Jeff Ayler. Are they behaving?
Yeah. You have to ask Jeff that question. He likes that one. Well-behaved hydroplanes. Those are the best kind. So we'll watch this now. JMK did the same thing yesterday.
Same thing.
And he cut the course as soon as he came across the start-finish line at the completion of the first lap. We'll see if he tries something different. And we all know Jamie Nielsen has got a knack for grabbing that inside lane. We'll see how that works. And this is that new start procedure. Next up is the boats have to complete this lap, and then they have to keep their boat behind the start-finish line buoys at the 1 minute 30-second mark. So we'll see how this plays out as 3 of our boats go underneath the Milton Madison Bridge. There you get a good look there from the drone looking up the river. You can see the first 3 at the top end. Mike makes the turn first on the inside lane. 3 minutes, 30 seconds, 3:30 as the boats come off the top. So now they're going to come down under the bridge and they'll come down to the start-finish line. Let's see if Mike does what he did yesterday. He's in position to do it again. I didn't check the time Mike cut the course yesterday, but remember the 80-mile-an-hour rule is out the window.
They can cut the course right after the start-finish line here.
He can go. Here's Mike going to go. There he goes.
There he goes.
Just like he did. Anybody going to go with him? Andrew says that worked for you. We'll see if it works for. And there goes Jamie.
Yeah.
Now we'll see what Dustin decides to do. Dustin's going to go all the way down. Now it's a matter of defending that inside lanes because the lanes have not yet been committed to. They could still change. But the next piece to the puzzle got to be behind start-finish line at 1 minute 30, so they got about 1 minute and 5 seconds to kill. I like where Mike sits if he wants the inside lane, but if lane 2 is the place to be, Andrew's in it right now.
Exactly.
But a lot can change.
But Mike did the lane 1 yesterday in the second heat, and it worked out real fine for him.
As my good friend Jean Theoret told me yesterday, that lane 1's okay if you wire the start like he did.
Exactly. They're just side by side there, JMK and Andrew.
During the warm-up period, there is a 5 boat length overlap rule before you're going to leapfrog somebody. Look how tight they are up there. Mike and Andrew.
Got 30 seconds to burn.
Yes, they do. So they remember they cannot cross the start-finish line until a minute 30. We're sitting at a minute 50 now. So 20 seconds to kill. Now watch Mike. Mike's going to pull up on that inside lane, and here comes Dustin on the outside. Now, there can be some leapfrogging here, but we still got 7 seconds to kill. Now Mike has pulled up. He didn't want Andrew doing anything like jumping across him. We're one mark.
It's all good.
So clearly a legal score up. Now, again, it's still about defending the lane. Andrew might want to move over on JMK, but he's got to have 5 boat lengths to do it. So Mike's going to defend that inside lane. You see from the drone, nobody's got overlap on anybody right now.
Nope.
And this is where the radio guys come into play,
Absolutely.
right? They're telling Michael Kelly exactly where everybody is. If somebody were to give it a squirt and try and run by Mike, he would do same. And he's fine as long as he wouldn't give up 5 boat lengths to someone, and it does not look like it's going to happen. So the commitment buoy is the entrance buoy to turn 2 that they are approaching now, and it's going to be J. Michael Kelly in lane number 1. Andrew Tate's going to sit in 2. Lane number 3. On the far outside is going to be Bucket List Racing. Jamie Nielsen's going to sit in lane number 3. Kelly in 1, Tate in 2, Nielsen in 3, Eccles in 4. They're early.
Yes, that's usually about 16 seconds from the exit buoy.
Now, this is what we saw JMK doing this morning. He just crawled up to the start-finish line, and then he timed it. We watched the shadow go over the boat, and he laid his foot into it. Remember, no 80-mile-an-hour rule, and here they go. So now it's just a matter of putting your boat at the start-finish line. With a full head of steam and open water, 4 boats, gorgeous start. We are 1 mark. And it appears to be a legal start.
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4. Great look. Kelly nailed another good one. Going. Legal start. We've got it official. Boats down to the lower end of the race course. J. Michael Kelly with the lead on the inside. And he's got Andrew Tate right in his right side hip pocket, getting a little tight in there for Jamie, but he's got room.
We got a race now.
Yes, we do have a race. It's Kelly. It's Tate. They are tied together, but it's Kelly by about a boat length. Halfway up the backstretch. The Beacon Electric on the inside. Goodman Real Estate on the outside. They are the 2 leaders. The other boats are back just a bit. Dustin Eccles showing some speed on the far outside. Top end of the course. Who gets up there first? Andrew does. Yes. Andrew's got him by a boat length, maybe a boat length and a half. Kelly seemed to get down deep in the water there, maybe hit a swell. Tate comes off with boat speed. Andrew Tate putting the hammer down in the 91 to Goodman Real Estate. Jean, he had a great corner at the other end. Wow.
Just keep him on the water. Keep him on the water.
Keeping it on the water at the completion of lap number 1. It is Andrew Tate, and he's got about 5 or 6 boat lengths on JMK. He's going to give him plenty of room down there.
Oh, he can control the corner there, so that's...
Kelly trying to make up ground on the inside, having a good corner, but still Andrew Tate comes out with about 5, maybe 6 boat lengths on Kelly. He can move over on him, I think, if he continues to open it up, but I don't think he's going to do it.
No,
I don't think he'll move over.
I think he likes that lane too.
That's exactly it.
Keeping his speed up in the corners.
And it's kind of close right now. He wouldn't risk it, but I don't think he wants to anyway. Top end of the race course. Andrew Tate, Goodman Real Estate, has opened up water on J. Michael Kelly. Gives him plenty of room at the top end.
Exactly.
We call that driving him clean, right?
Yep, absolutely.
Here he comes. The white flag will fly for Andrew Tate and the Goodman Real Estate, the U91. They had a 3rd place finish yesterday. He wanted to start the day with a strong showing. I think mission accomplished so far, Jean.
Yes, sir. He's sending a message out there.
Yes, he is, indeed. He is at the entrance pin to the corner, and he is at the apex, and he's going to hit the exit pin quickly, and he's got a big lead
he hit
now.
The apex now.
Now I'm assuming it's his radio guy telling him where he can find some good water, and it looks like Mike just moved to the outside of him. And Mike better keep his eye on that right side rear view mirror because Dustin Eccles is lurking.
Yes.
So we might have a race for 2nd place here. Dustin Eccles is making a move in 3rd place on J. Michael Kelly. I got a hunch he's going to run out of real estate, but he's going to give it a run.
If he'd have one more lap, it'd be okay, but not enough left.
This is it. This is the checkered flag lap. We see it is being held right below us. Andrew Tate with a solid performance here in our H1 Unlimited Heat 3. And if everything stands like this on the water, it is going to go to Andrew Tate. He comes down. He's under the bridge. The U91, Goodman Real Estate.
First
Andrew
place.
Tate,
Yes.
first place on the water, and it was dominant. Second place is going to go to J. Michael
JMK.
Kelly. And a hard-charging Dustin Eccles
Yes.
in the U40 Bucket List Racing. That's the best we've seen that boat run in competition.
Dustin Eccles really gained some ground there.
He did indeed. Top end of the race course, Jamie Nielsen in the Mercuries.com will come off the top end of the race course. He will come down and pick up a fourth place finish on the water. Have to caution our fans that the boats do have to go through technical inspection. But on the water, it looked good to me.
Yeah.
We will. There we go.
That's
We
good.
just
That's
got
good.
it in our
That's
ear.
good.
It was a clean
Fantastic.
heat. No
Good.
calls on the water. That's what we like to hear.
They're all to have good behavior.
they were well behaved. They don't need Jeff Ayler on the pipes. We'll say it for them.
Exactly.
They were well behaved. Well behaved. I do like that. Once again, and I'm going to tout it because it was just so much discussion over the last 2 years, but the start procedure did what we wanted it to do.
Absolutely.
That was another very competitive four-boat start at the line. They were bunched tightly. That's what the fans want to see. They want close deck-to-deck racing. We got it.
J. Michael did the same strategy, and he paid out for him in lane 1. But I think Andrew had more speed on in lane 2 there.
If you step just to the left here, just step around that piling here to the left. Look at Corey Peabody sitting atop the strong truck there. You guys, if you're not in a heat, you're watching what everybody else is doing.
Absolutely.
Right?
You want to know what's going on.
You want to see what it is they're trying.
You learn the strategy and see the way everybody's thinking too.
So first place on the water is going to go to Andrew Tate. Actually, it's exactly the way it's written on our sheet in front of us there. First place goes to Andrew Tate, Goodman Real Estate. Second place to JMK, J. Michael Kelly in the Beacon Electric. Third will go to Dustin Eccles in a hard-charging Bucket List Racing. And Jamie Nielsen will
Absolutely. He got 2 heat wins yesterday, Corey.
Yes,
actually.
he did.
Yeah.
So he came in with a bunch of points today. He'd like to keep it going right now. What did he have? He came in with 900 points. He had 2 first-place finishes, plus he was top qualifier. So,
so he's in second place right now.
That's what we call a perfect weekend. When
Yes,
you can
so
pull
far
that
that's
off
really
and keep
good.
it going.
Yeah. Here we go.
5 minutes. Here we go. Andrew Tate, Dustin Eccles, Corey Peabody, Jamie Nielsen, the 91, the 40, the 9, the 11. It's Goodman Real Estate, Bucket List, Beacon Plumbing, MissMercuries.com. There goes Andrew. He says, I'm going to get out of here first, and he will do it. Going to be followed just off to his right.
Corey swallowed a bit of water there.
Yep. Is that what happens? You swallow a chunk like that?
And it goes down.
He will get it
cranking
refired,
it up right now.
And here he goes. Meanwhile, at the bottom end of the race course, it's Andrew Tate on the inside. He's got Jamie Nielsen just outside him on the right. Corey brings it back up on a plane. He'll trail the field down there. Now watch Jamie here. Is he going to try and have some fun here with Andrew and maybe get enough lead and move over on him? Andrew's saying he's going to run with him. No,
that's not going to happen.
It's not going to happen, and it takes 5 boat lengths before Jamie can move over on Andrew. I don't think he actually expected to outrun Andrew. I think the question was, would Andrew go with him or would Andrew let him come over? And the answer to that was no.
No.
Not going to happen. So top end of the race course. Now we'll see what happens. Conceivably, he could cut to the inside, and he just did.
That's what he did.
Andrew
let him go.
He did let him go. And so, an interesting move. Andrew wanted to run with him up the backstretch and not relinquish that inside spot, but he did when they got to the apex, and this time when they come down, they're in the opposite position at 320. Here comes Dustin Eccles coming up behind everybody. Now what we've been seeing J. Michael Kelly do is cut the course right here after start finish. See if anybody goes. There goes Jamie.
There goes Jamie.
How about Andrew?
Yep.
How about Dustin? Now this time Dustin's
Dustin
going to
does it
go.
too.
So all three of them are going to cut the course, and Corey says, I'll go with you. How about that?
Yep.
Corey got some slop coming out of there. I think he's going to try and duck inside Dustin here, but I think he's going to find things kind of crowded.
I think, he'll have to take lane 4.
Now,
he's trying to go in between. Look at it.
Yeah, he sure is. He's trying to squeeze into lane 2, and it's in there.
Yeah, he's got it.
It's tight.
He's got it.
But he got in there.
Yeah.
He got in there. They left the door open, so Corey dove to not the inside lane, but he got into lane 2.
I'm surprised Andrew left in that lane.
Yeah, that is. Now they got to defend it.
Andrew's
going
going out.
outside. Andrew's going to wind this thing up on the far outside.
Yeah.
He's out on lane number 4 now. So on the inside right now is Jamie Nielsen and the MissMercury's.com.
Well, they got
lane
45
2.
seconds to burn.
Yeah, they've got a bunch
40
to
seconds.
That's
to
right.
burn.
Now, but the interesting point here is the 80-mile-an-hour rule is off the table. They can shut the thing down if they have to.
Yeah, exactly.
They don't want
I'm
to.
sure they'll be off plane, some of them.
And that's okay, too.
Yeah.
That's all out the window.
Yep.
Standing here with Mike Denslow, the president of H1 Unlimited. This is what we talked about. This is okay now. You can drop down, and we're not going to get you DSQ'd coming up on 15 seconds before they can cross the start-finish line. Now watch Dustin here. He's out in front of everybody.
Watch Andrew. Watch Andrew.
See if Andrew doesn't take a jump.
Yeah.
Clearly a clean score.
Watch Andrew. Watch Andrew. I think he's going to do something else.
Well, he's got to go all the way.
Oh, he's got to go all the way?
He's got to go all the way.
Okay. I thought he could cut the course here.
Well, this is going to be interesting. We will keep an eye on Andrew Tate, but at the same time, we're going to keep an eye on the rest of the field. And it's Jamie Nielsen sitting in lane number 1, Corey Peabody.
Lane 2.
Beacon Plumbing is sitting in 2. Lane 3 will go to Dustin Eccles in the 40. Still looking at 1 minute. Andrew now is just coming off the lower corner, and he's going to have to put his foot in it and really fly.
These are the warmest gloves that I have ever put on. And you're not gonna believe this, but they're heated. My fingers get...
John, has he got a problem?
I don't think so. I think he's waiting back, and he's going to really smoke on the...
He's going to bring a lot of speed to the line, and maybe these other guys are going to not have the speed at the line. Andrew's going to play it a little different. Again, it's this new start procedure.
Yes.
Everybody's figuring out how to do it.
Trying new strategy.
Right now, it is Jamie Nielsen in Miss Mercury's Coffee sitting in lane number 1. It is Corey Peabody, Beacon Plumbing in 2. Here comes Andrew hard on the outside. Lane 3 is going to be Dustin Eccles. Here comes Andrew Tate. You like that? About 17 seconds off the exit pin.
I think that's good. Let's see Andrew.
Here they come. 4 boats underneath the Milton Madison Bridge. We're inside 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mark appeared to be clean from us. Corey's got some air into the boat, and back behind the field a little bit was Andrew Tate in the 91, the Goodman Real Estate. I think it's Corey that got down there first. Who are we going to see? Corey Peabody. Peabody down there first. Legal start. Everybody was legal, John. Coming off the corner, it's Corey Peabody. And here comes Andrew Tate. Tate on the outside. Look at him come off the corner with a lot of boat speed. Radio guys are telling Corey he's coming, and he's coming hard. He went around Dustin Eccles like he was tied to the buoy. Andrew Tate is really rolling up the backstretch, but so's Corey. Corey's got a lot of speed, too.
Absolutely. But Andrew's gaining on him.
Andrew's going to have to run a big race course. He can come over, however, because he's got overlap on the boats behind him and on the inside. Top end of the race course. Here comes Corey Peabody. He's got the lead in the U9 Beacon Plumbing. Got a good race going back there for third, but right now, all eyes, at least in Madison, Indiana, are on the U91 Goodman Real Estate and Andrew Tate. He's trying to run down
calm it down,
flying
Andrew.
hydroplane. Yeah, the boat is really reacting to the water. Andrew's got a pretty light boat ride, John. It looks rough.
We got a race for third and fourth, too, there.
We do indeed. It's Dustin Eccles in the bucket list, currently running third, but on the inside is Jamie Nielsen in the MissMercurys.com. Now we are on lap 2, coming off the lower end of the race course. Corey Peabody still got almost a full rooster tail on Andrew Tate. And from my way of looking at it, John, it looks to me like Corey's got a better boat ride.
Yes, he does. He does. And I think that corner was really good for him there.
Look at our run up the backstretch. Dustin Eccles is out by about 4 boat lengths on the Miss Mercury's Coffee and Jamie Nielsen. Top end of the race course, still Corey Peabody. U9, Beacon Plumbing, slides out to about lane number 4. He will come down, expect to get, and he will get a white flag with 1 more to go. Corey Peabody, Beacon Plumbing, really rolling. Now we'll see if Andrew gets a better boat ride this time. Seems to be better this time down, but Corey's running like a rocket right now.
Corey's solid right now.
Andrew Tate comes across there's still a full rooster tail with Corey. Here's Dustin Eccles flying the 40 across the line in some rough water, but he's in a solid 3rd place now.
Yep.
Jamie Nielsen staying on the inside.
Corey's keeping his advance right now.
Yeah, Andrew's not making up any ground now. And he is on the checkered flag lap. Now it is more than a rooster tail for Corey Peabody. Looking strong in the U9, the Beacon Plumbing. Andrew, I think, has decided discretion's the better part of valor. I think he's going to let him go.
Yeah.
There's no reason. We don't get out the big trophy yet.
No.
So top end of the race course on this, the 3rd of 3 times around the
Andrew's
race.
going in.
Andrew dove to the inside. He's going to try and run, but Corey is aware of it. I think Corey's got him covered, but an aggressive move by Andrew Tate. Here comes Corey Peabody.
Checkered flag out.
Checkered flag flies. U9, Beacon Plumbing, Corey Peabody.
Win number 3.
Win number 3. Here comes Andrew. Gave it a valiant run. I love it when they dive to the inside like that. I'm coming, I'm trying. A good run again, a solid run for Dustin Eccles in the U40 Bucket List Racing. He comes across in 3rd place. And a 4th place finish will go to Jamie Nielsen in the U11, the MissMercurys.com. A conservative run for them. They will come home with an intact race boat and 4th place.
My energy bill dropped from $150 to $50 by doing this. My friends laughed at me when I spent $49 on a power saver device that could cut my energy bill in half. They thought I got scammed. But when I showed them my super low energy bill, they were blown away. Check that out. This is our current energy bill. This is our last.
And we have to take this opportunity right now. Speaking of Miss Mercury's Coffee and Mercurys.com, got to thank that entire family. They have been delivering coffee to us back here.
Yeah,
and
the whole crew here is getting coffee. That's awesome.
And we do. We have Morgan Harris over there. He is the patriarch of, I'm assuming you know Morgan.
No, I haven't met Morgan.
You have no.
I haven't met Morgan yet.
I think you're just about to, and I'm probably going to have you give up his headset. Your headset, that's him over there with his son out there in the sunshine.
I have met Morgan, yeah.
Yeah, okay, good guys. Yeah. Good guys for sure. But more than that, a good boat race.
Yes.
Corey Peabody.
Yes. Win number 3.
Yep.
And I think Andrew found out that he can't win from lane number 4.
Yeah. He might have been thinking that was going to work a little earlier, but Corey had other ideas.
Exactly.
Mercurys.com, or as I like to say, Tate, Kelly, Peabody, Nielsen, inside 10 seconds, inside 5 seconds, 2, 1, mark.
Here they go.
Here they go. See if
Andrew's
Kelly gets the jump.
Andrew's got a good start there.
Yeah, isn't this something? Now we're racing off the dock.
Exactly.
I love it. And the last time we saw Kelly and Tate come away, Kelly came out quick and kind of scooted up alongside Andrew, but he's not going to get there this time.
Unless Andrew's going to live in the room.
Yeah, look at Kelly. He's going to go down there and run after him.
Yep.
These guys are racing off the dock.
Corey's inside there.
Look at that. J. Michael Kelly, he was a little bit behind Andrew Tate. Great look there from the drone as they come off the corner.
Corey is trying to get the inside there.
Yeah, here comes Corey.
Yeah. I think JMK gave him some room.
Wow, look at that. Okay, so right now, John, here we are talking about lanes. There's 4 minutes left to go. Now watch Nielsen, see what he does. He's going to scoop by everybody.
Yeah.
He's got to have 5 boat
He's going for lane 1.
He's got it.
He's going for lane 1.
He can come over now.
Yep.
Well, this is that whole new start procedure. This is kind of fun. And we're seeing something different every time the guys come out on the water. See what? Yep, look at Jamie. He's going to stay inside. He can go where he wants.
There he goes.
And remember, all the boats have to go all the way around the course, 1 lap, and now Jamie pulls his foot. So now we'll see how it works. Is he going to cut down here? That's what everybody's been doing.
Yeah.
So coming up behind him, here comes JMK. He's gone by everybody except Nielsen.
Corey's staying between
Corey's
JMK
staying,
and
yeah, he's hanging
Jamie.
back. Let's see, who's going where here? You guys want to hang a left?
Yeah,
There goes Jamie. There goes Kelly. There goes.
Look at Corey.
Yep.
Look at Corey.
Look at Corey. Is he going to jump inside of everybody, trying to hurry over there to the other side? Not going to get the. Yes, he
Yes,
is.
it is.
Oh, that got close over there, but they made it work. Meanwhile, Andrew Tate
Yeah.
said, "You guys have fun."
Yeah. JMK's lane 3.
Yep. Wow, how about that? And that's how things can change. And we're still a long ways away from the start, John. We're at 2 minutes and 45 seconds. And remember now, they're going to come around the top end of the race course, and they can't cross the start-finish line here before 1:30.
I think Jamie's changed strategies right now.
Yeah, I think he is too,
Yeah.
because he's coming down.
He's got
with
a minute to burn.
and that's not going to fly.
No.
So
The 2 strong boats are going to lay back and wait for it.
So we'll watch. Here comes Jamie Nielsen down the front straightaway. He cannot. He's going to have to put his foot. Look where Andrew Tate is. He's
Yeah.
halfway up the backstretch. Now see if Jamie cuts the course again. He will. Now it's going to be interesting now to see what he does coming up on 2:10. Would Jamie entertain cutting the course again?
Are they allowed?
Yes, he can do this.
Okay.
Before the 1:30, which he's not going to do. He's going to run up to the top end. He and Andrew are going to bring speed. So right now it's Corey Peabody sitting in 1, JMK sitting in 2. Andrew Tate, we would assume, would slot himself into lane 3 and Nielsen in lane 4, but the lanes are not established yet. 1:40, so they got 5 seconds to kill.
Look at Andrew there.
Yep,
No, okay.
Andrew's going to bring speed.
Yeah.
Radio guys explain to Mike. Clearly a clean score up.
Yep.
And Corey's sitting on the inside. Now our lanes are still not yet established. If somebody can get a 5-boat overlap, look at those 3 boats, deck to deck to deck coming out of the corner. There's room between them. They looked closer than they were.
Well, Corey's got lane 1.
This is really good stuff. So Corey came out of the corner, gave it a little squirt, and then found out nobody was coming with him. Now they will establish their lanes at the top end of the race course at the entrance to turn 2. I think the start procedure is turning
fun.
out to be fun.
Yes.
And the boats are going to go up to the top end of the race course. Corey Peabody currently sitting in 1, J. Michael Kelly in 2, Andrew Tate is in 3, and on the outside is Jamie Nielsen in the U11, themercuries.com. And they are just about to the entrance pin, after which, boom, right there, those lanes are established. Corey in 1, Mike in 2, going to be Andrew in 3, Jamie Nielsen on the outside. What is it off that corner, John?
16 or 17 seconds.
They're a couple ticks early, but they'll figure that out. They'll scruff it off.
12
Here we
seconds
come
now.
again.
Yeah, that's all good.
Yep, time to put the.
Yeah,
look at that
they're
shot
right.
on the live stream coming right at the drone. 1, 2, 3, 4. Who's going to break the clock? We are 1 second. Mark, it's legal.
Good start.
Wow, and it was a fast start.
Yes.
J. Michael Kelly and Andrew Tate were deck to deck when they broke the clock. Nielsen had a lot of. It's a legal start.
Corey Peabody's a bit late there.
And here comes J. Michael Kelly. He is your leader in lane number 2. Peabody's
Andrew.
on the inside, but there's Andrew. He's
right
on
next.
the outside.
There he is.
Here we go again. It is Tate. It is Kelly. It is Peabody. Up the backstretch. 3 boats.
Look at Corey moving up.
3 wide up the backstretch. Tremendous boat racing here. Now looking from the drone down, you see Corey on the inside. That's JMK in between boats, and it's Andrew on the outside. They're going to fan out here at the top end of the race course. They are going to be dead even. Oh, it looks like Mike got some slop back there.
Mike.
It looks like it's going to come out to be
off of it.
A 2-boat run is going to come off the corner. Mike dropped back a little bit, and now it's Corey Peabody and Andrew Tate. Let's get it on, boys. Here we come down to put the first one in the books.
Andrew's got overlap.
Look at Andrew go. Yeah, Andrew can move over on JMK now if he wants. He'll pick his lane the way he wants. Corey's on the inside with the shorter way around, but right now it is all Andrew Tate, Goodman Real Estate. Now look at that inside lane. Pay a dividend off to Corey Peabody. He comes Corey hooked, and he went inside the buoy. He's going to have to go back and pick that one up. Up the backstretch now is Andrew Tate, and suddenly he is way out in front. Corey hooked. We've talked about it, John, over and over. That hole down there in lane 1 jumped up and bit him again.
First corner. Well, Andrew can relax a bit now.
Yeah, at the top end of the race course now, it is all Andrew Tate. He's got a 5, 6, 7 second lead on our second place boat with this J. Michael Kelly. The good duel that we had with Corey Peabody and Andrew Tate ended suddenly on lap number 2 down at the bottom. The white flag flies. 1 lap to go for Andrew Tate in the Goodman Real Estate. Here comes J. Michael Kelly. He will come by in second place. And I think he will just sit there and take the second place points. Here's a solid finish here.
Jamie for third. Got 1 more lap to go.
They are on the final lap. Want to get our notes here.
Yeah. Corey's okay.
Corey is indeed okay. The 1 right now is okay. That's J. Michael Kelly running in
third.
And the 11 is running in third place.
Yes, he's got to keep ahead of Corey there.
Yeah, here comes Corey. This is your race for the front row of the final heat coming off the corner. This is our race. It is the Mercury's Coffee, and Corey Peabody's going to try and run him down. This is a race for the front row of the final heat. Jamie Nielsen got to hold off a hard-charging Corey Peabody. Meanwhile, coming down the front straightaway, we're going to get a checkered flag for Andrew Tate and the Goodman Real Estate. 3 up, 3 down, and a victory for the young man out of Canton, Michigan. Here comes J. Michael Kelly. He had a tough time through the upper corner at the top on lap number 1, got in some water, lost his momentum, and he was out of a good 3-boat duel, but he comes down in second place.
And here he'll hold him back.
And the way we've got it, if the 11 gets third or better, he'll make the front row of the final, and he just did it, at least on the water. That will make the folks at Mercury's Coffee very, very happy. And here comes a guy who's disappointed. He's disappointed. He was having fun out there with Andrew. Then he hooked down there at the lower end, went inside the buoy.
Yeah, that turn 1 bit him.
He did go inside the buoy. Yeah, we have to leave the door open here because honestly, I'm not positive if he picks up the buoy or he gets a 1-minute penalty.
Okay.
But we'll check with the officials.
Yeah.
Not positive on that, but it may be a 1-minute penalty to Corey, which would have meant that Jamie had that one all the way.
Did he go back around and pick it back up?
He did go back and pick it up.
So there should not be a penalty if I can.
So we will find out when the officials are chatting next to us. That was fun, though.
Yes.
Up that backstretch on lap 1, we had 3 boats.
Deck-to-deck racing.
As my good friend Jeff Ayler down there, when he gets 3 boats running side by side like that, he has a tagline he likes to use. He calls that a triple-decker. And it was a good one.
That's good.
That is a good one. J. Michael Kelly back to the dock. Here comes the U11 Mercury's Coffee. He will come back.
A bit of disappointment for JMK, but he's on the front line. That's all that matters for now.
Yeah. As long as he'll trade that heat for a good one in the final.
Yeah.
So Jamie Nielsen is back. Here comes Andrew Tate. He comes back. Andrew Tate looked dominant again.
Yes. Yeah.
Got the drone following him in here.
He can win from lane 3.
Yeah.
He can't win from lane 4, but he can from lane 3.
He found out he can do it 3 or better.
Yeah.
Great shot there from our drone pilots. Looking for Corey. He will come back. Nice park job there, Andrew. Did you see that? I'm not sure you can parallel park one of these things, but that's pretty good.
Pretty good.
It wasn't. He
Running for the Jamie.
He may have side thrusters on that boat the way he pulled that
like
in.
those big boats there.
Yes. Ken. Yeah, he went wide up there, and now he's sawing it back into an inside lane. Corey's going to come with him. Andrew's going to come with him, and then it is Jamie Nielsen behind him. So this is a very different starting procedure. Wouldn't have been allowed a year ago, but all the boats are bunched up.
Jamie's joining up.
Yep, Jamie is pulled up with him on the outside. So remember, the 80-mile-an-hour rule is not in play. The boats have to be behind the start-finish line buoys right in front of Jean and us and the camera you're looking at the 130 mark, and we're 32 seconds, 1 second mark, 130. So that's all clean.
Yep.
Now they're just defending their lane because they have not yet established their lanes. That could still change. If somebody could get a 5-boat overlap, that could change how this would all work. So we will watch them up the backstretch. They establish at the entrance to turn 2 after they go underneath the bridge. But right now, the 2 strong boats sit in lanes 1 and 2. J. Michael Kelly's in 1, Corey Peabody's in 2. Lane 3 belongs to Andrew Tate.
I got a feeling everybody got the lane they wanted.
I'm starting to think that too. And we saw Andrew Tate win from 3 last time out. So he got beat being in 4, but he got to 3 and he was able to drive around. We're going to watch it. Looks like everybody's going to hold those lines. They approach the bridge. We look at the drone shot there. Nobody with enough overlap. It's not going to change. It's going to be JMK sitting in lane number 1. Going to be Corey Peabody in 2. Andrew Tate's going to be in through. On the far outside is going to be Jamie Nielsen. Beacon Electric in 1, Beacon Plumbing in 2, Goodman Real Estate in 3, Mercuries.com in 4.
17 seconds.
It's about a 12-second run off the bridge. Watch for the shadow to go by. There it went, and John is saying go, 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 go. Here comes Andrew. Here comes Corey. Here they all come. 4 wide. 2 seconds. 1 mark.
Whoa.
Oh, my goodness, that was
start.
close.
Yes.
I think it's good, John, but we'll wait for an official word, and if it was a beauty. They get to the corner. Who gets there first? It's J. Michael Kelly. Turns the corner first. He's got a lot of speed with him. Where's Corey? Where's Andrew? JMK comes off the corner.
Andrew's outside there.
Oh, and we got a
Corey
boat
got
side
caught between.
Oh, Corey definitely got wet.
Yeah.
He definitely got wet coming out of the corner. Don't know if he couldn't hold his lane or it went away from him. We'll let the officials worry about that. Right now, up the backstretch, it is J. Michael Kelly. It is a legal start. Legal start. Up to the top end of the race course. It's still J. Michael Kelly, I think. Our angle here is pretty strong. It is Kelly.
Yeah.
Kelly was able to run
side
by side coming off the corner. Now it's going to be a hard run down the front straightaway. They've got clean water in front of them. It is already boiled into a 2-boat run, and it's J. Michael Kelly, and it is Andrew Tate. Yes, Andrew has got the lead. He's opened up a little bit of water. In fact, he's opened up about 3 boat lengths, John, at the completion of 1. Bottom end of the race course now for our 2 leaders.
For JMK is going to be tough there.
And certainly Andrew Tate giving J. Michael Kelly enough room, but he's making sure he keeps him in that inside lane. They come off, and now Andrew Tate starts to open up water on J. Michael Kelly. The fans along the shoreline here are loving this. Their boat is out in front. Andrew Tate picked the front end up on that boat. It really flew. That boat usually so forgiving. It did. It came back down, but he put a lot of air underneath it, and J. Michael Kelly does not want to let him go. Kelly's going to stay in that left side mirror.
He is.
He's going to stay right with him. And
keeping up pretty good.
Yeah, Bucket List Racing is going to come back to the pit area here. You may see that in the foreground, but our leaders at the top end will come down and put 2 in the books. Andrew Tate on an outside lane in the U91, the Goodman Real Estate. He is out front. The hometown fans are loving it here in Madison, Indiana. They are getting what they want. And right now it's almost a full Rooster Tail lead as Andrew flies the 91. But it hopped straight up out of the water and went right straight back down in it. The nose didn't rise. They have started lap number 3. Jamie Nielsen goes across in 3rd place. Going to have to keep his eye on the left side mirror because he's got Corey in there coming up, and he's starting to sniff 3rd place.
Andrew's got overlap now if he wants to close in.
He does have overlap, but honestly, John, I don't think he's going to move over on him. I think he likes his lane right where he is. He's building a lead. He's got more than a rooster tail. I think he's going to stay right there and tell Mike, if you want to do it, go for it. Lap number 3. Top end of the race course. Jamie Nielsen's in a good position right now. He's got to keep his eye on Corey. He's coming.
Throw it as hard as you want. Go on. Watching it zip away feels like it might just keep going, right? Nope. Here it comes.
Top end of the race course. Our leader, Andrew Tate, Goodman Real Estate. He's opened up water, and now he just needs to find clean water.
Yeah, JMK is going outside now.
Yep, and he just needs to find some clean water and keep her rolling. 3 laps are in the book. Andrew Tate. Boat just runs. Like you said earlier, it just looks effortless when that boat runs. It just looks like it's so easy.
We got a race there for 3rd and 4th.
We do have a race for 3rd and 4th, and Corey is on the inside of Jamie Nielsen and the Mercury's Coffee. This is going to be an interesting corner down there for our third and fourth place positions because Corey's on the inside of Jamie. Jamie's got to give him room, but it's also Soupy down there with our 2 boats ahead of him, and Corey's already taken him up. Corey's going to get off the corner.
Got a good corner there. Yeah.
But he got rough water there, and he had to pull his foot a little bit, and Jamie Nielsen was able to pull back up alongside, but now Corey starts to open it up. Meanwhile, top end of the race course, our leader, Andrew Tate, he's already up there and going to come down and pick up a white flag with 1 more to go. Andrew Tate underneath the bridge. This is all set up for him. Madison fans, you've got 1 more lap to go before you can claim the 2024 Indiana Governor's Cup. He gets the white flag, John. That's got to be a good feeling.
Got to be good. 1 more lap. Just praying it just stays together, doesn't break nothing.
That's it. This is when you start hearing the grumblings.
Jamie's still getting there.
Jamie is. He is still hanging alongside Corey Peabody. The U11 running beautifully, and he's outside in the slop. Corey's in the tight lane, but he's going to get lobbed down there in that lumpy water as well. Halfway up the backstretch with a half a lap to go. It is our leader. Look at Jamie Nielsen down there at the bottom of the course. He's hanging on. He's hanging on, trying to run after Corey. That's going to be a tall order. Now we go up to the top end of the race course, looking from the drone, looking down. It is Andrew Tate. All the fans in Madison, Indiana, give it up. Here comes your hometown boat. The checkered flag flies. Billy Noonan got it in his hand, and he waves it for Andrew Tate, U91, Goodman Real Estate.
Madison, Indiana winner.
How about that on the water?
Andrew.
Here's a guy who drove a valiant race.
Yes, he did. He did all he could.
J. Michael Kelly comes across in second place. Jamie, a gamer, trying to run down Corey in third, but this is going to go to Corey Peabody and to Beacon Plumbing. He will come home in third place on the water. Jamie Nielsen, a good run for the U11.
Good fourth place.
Mercuries.com. Wow.
So 2 in a row for Andrew. 2 in a row for Andrew.
2 in a row for Andrew. That is absolutely right.
I'm sure the Madison team must be very happy.
They would have to be very, very happy. And I keep making the comment, what's going to happen when this kid gets used to this boat? This is a brand new boat for him this year.
Don't want to think about that.
No, that's a little scary. But it was a dynamite run. I don't know what happened with Corey coming out of turn 1, but he definitely got wet. The lane went away, or he went into a rooster tail. We don't know. The officials, I'm sure, are going to have a look at that if they haven't already. And we will check that. J. Michael Kelly goes up to the top end of the course, and I'm sure he looks out the window at Andrew, and nicely done, young man. You're my combatant. I'm going to fight with you every inch of the way, but when you beat me, and I'll call that fair and square. So we got a couple of boats that cut the race course to come back. First back to the pit area is going to be the U11, Miss Mercury's Coffee, Jamie Nielsen. They ran really hard in the final.
Yes, they did. At a certain point there, I thought it wouldn't have finished third.
Yeah. And the camera there is on the U91. See if Andrew Tate doesn't pop the lid. Okay. So we've been told there's no calls on the water on the 91.
Exactly.
On the 91. So we'll leave the window open that maybe there could be a call on somebody else on the water. But apparently on the water, the 91 is clean. That's the first step. We thank our officials for that. Got the lid up. That's got to feel good after you won.
Yes, it does.
Cool
Get some breeze.
Yes.
Get some breeze. Waving to the fans there after the victory.
Yeah, look at the people on the dock down there. The fans up and down the shoreline.
Yeah,
they love it.
Yeah, it's a
they love it.
team.
This is their boat. They all own a piece of this thing.
Exactly.
Wow. No calls on the water now. So apparently everything was good there. They were looking at some footage, but they have decided, the officials, it was clean on the water. It's just a matter of running the boats through tech inspection.
Look at that shot there. Look at that.
Look at that.
Yeah.
They'll keep the camera right there and see if we can get a very happy Andrew Tate. He's probably going to go down there and hide behind that trailer in our view, but hopefully we'll be able to see him.